Boy, what a dinner! What a dinner I had. What's up? Yeah, I just came back from dinner, guys. What's up? AWA order on this beautiful Saturday. For me, it's a beautiful Saturday. How are you all doing today, guys? I hope you're all doing good. We're a week away from Marvel's Studios. Marvel Studios is Comic Con panel. We're a week away from that this Saturday. Uh, Remember, that's 9 p.m. Eastern Time next week. I'd like to say hello, Red, buddy. Hello, Red. How are you all? How are you doing, buddy? Red, the Red Rocket. I'll call you the Red Rocket. Okay, fine. Um, so I hope you're all doing good on this beautiful Saturday. It's beautiful where I am. Maybe it's beautiful where you are. I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna originally start at 7, but you know what? I got time. I got time. Not a night stream tonight. We're gonna start this a little bit early, 20 minutes earlier. So please feel free to enjoy. So what we're gonna do on this trailer, we are going to look over John Campea's Shut up, Brad. John Campea's reaction to the Deadpool Wolverine trailer that was released yesterday. And yes, it almost made him cry. And down below, did you cry? That's a question for you guys. Did you cry seeing the trailer? But yeah, John Campea said that trailer almost made him cry. It's a 14-minute video. 14-minute video. He does not show the trailer on stream. He doesn't do that, even though he can technically show it on stream, but he doesn't do it. Don't know why. But we're gonna look at it and we're gonna have fun doing it too, man. We're gonna have fun. I'm excited. I'm seeing the movie Thursday. Thursday. And I will send the link in a minute, guys. Yeah, you will like it. You will like this stream, Red. I'll make you like the stream, and you will subscribe. All right. Let me get my headset. Back in the set. All right. Here we go. I got my headset, so I'm gonna just put it in. So, oh, just knocked out my water bottle. Good thing the water bottle wasn't open, so nothing came out. All right, man. Week away. There is some juicy Marvel news apparently that dropped today. We'll probably briefly describe it on screen. I'll tell you about it. Blinded. I'm not sure if you're there, buddy. Uh, Degrassi, you could come on, if you want. But there's some juicy news from Marvel. Oh yes, you will, friend. You will, Red. Yeah, we know that. So they basically confirmed a Nova series is in the work. Nova series for Disney Plus. Okay. Oh shit. The Nova series is in the work at Disney Plus, but it's gonna be a long way off, 3 to 4 years. So yeah, that's confirmed, but it's off for a long time. Okay, Nova series, and it's gonna be Richard Rider, not Sam Alexander. That's been confirmed as of today. I knocked over Mariah. All right. Alrighty then. 2 nights ago. Okay, let's get this up, and you're all free to uh, uh, invitations. I just hope I don't have to go to the bathroom. That's my only worry. That's definitely said in the bloodline. All right. Is he? He's flagging channels now. Well. I'm gonna take the risk, blinded. Come on in. I thought he doesn't care what people say about him. I thought he doesn't watch YouTube. I, come in, blinded. Blinded. Did this trailer make you cry? Did this trailer make you cry, blinded? I want to know. I didn't get flag red. No. No. I did not get flagged. Okay. Oh, by the way, he is going live at 7 p.m. for open mic Campea. So he's going live at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. 4 p.m. your time, Red. Campea. Oh, yeah. And by the way, did blinded, I did send you I know it's hot out. Go take the shower, man. Go take the shower. Quick. Take the shower, please. Or oh, shut up, Red. I hate America, Red. America should die. I'm kidding, buddy. I like America. Well, I like some people in America. And please like, share, and subscribe, guys. This is not a Grace Randolph stream, so of course I'm not going to get as much views. But this is a Campea stream. And he's not at Collider, man. Where have you been? He's not at Collider. He's at he's on his own show. And you're staying here, man. You're gonna stay here. Where's Tony? I want Tony. Get your butt on here, buddy. Hey, Red. I only watched the first episode in Cobra Kai. Of the final season, though. Hey, Red, man, there was a lot of yeah. I mean, I saw the stuff was going about you about Red Hawk and stuff in Tony's chat. I'll be right back. I need to whisper now, guys. This is how I'm going to talk. I'm going to whisper. I'm going to whisper now. I'm kidding. Yeah. I was after my stream last night. I was watching Tony's stream, and they're talking about Marvel, going over Az and Eric July. Red Hawk. I'm kidding. We like you, Red. So I'm waiting for Blind. We're going to talk about this, okay? We're going to talk about. So there is some Marvel news to let you know, okay? Coming out today. Before we get into this, Nova's confirmed. Nova's confirmed for Disney Plus show. Okay, yeah, of course he could beat him up. So Terry, yeah, of course. Shut up, Red. We Eric July. Yes. You have to watch Tony's. I watched it after the stream last night. Blinded my stream last night. I watched some of Tony's stream, and he was showing Eric July and Ass talking about the Avengers 5 and 6 with the Russos coming back. That's what we're talking about. Oh, okay, sorry, that you? John such a shill. But also, there's some Marvels. Nova's confirmed, but 3 to 4 years out for Disney Plus. So we gotta wait 3 to 4 years. Now, I know there's a lot of people excited for Nova, but I'm like, Nova, not a big deal for me. I'd rather watch. That to me is not a big deal. Also, it's pretty much confirmed. Kevin Feige confirmed that they are reworking the Kang stuff. They're pivoting from Kang and they're making the multiverse saga about mutants, and not about Kang. They're midway through this multiverse saga. It's changing course of action, the course where it's originally supposed to go because of the firing of Jonathan Majors. It's changing towards where the mutants are the focus points, and it's been confirmed. Every movie after Deadpool and Wolverine, it's gonna be mutant heavy. It's gonna be like focused on mutants and stuff. So I guess it's gonna. But I think Blinded is right. I do think the next Avengers movie will be Avengers vs. X-Men because Feige did say in an interview that everything after this movie is gonna be like mutant X-Men stuff going forward. That's what he said. Okay. And so that clearly meant they changed course in the multiverse saga. Okay? Midway in the multiverse saga. Course corrected. No, they didn't course correct. What they did, he had to change the plans because of the stupidity on Jonathan Majors. Right? Jonathan Majors, he changed everything for Marvel. So yeah. Also, Kevin Feige. Nice. Is the trailer going to be public or is it going to be just for the Comic-Con? They're blinded. We're going to go over that, man, for sure. Also, Kevin Feige kind of hinted that we're going to find out who bought the Avengers Tower March 19th. Okay. That we're finally going to find out within a year's time who bought the Avengers Tower. Now, people are suggesting Kingpin, right? People are suggesting Kingpin. Oh, Kingpin. I don't think it's Kingpin. Why would the Avengers sell it to Kingpin? They know what Kingpin's like. They would know what Kingpin's like. They would not sell it to Kingpin. So I don't think it's Kingpin. Wait till Blinded comes on. Yeah. Now I'm gonna say this. A lot of stuff are coming out a week ahead before the Marvel panel presentation. Right? A lot of stuff is being revealed a week ahead. And it's gonna continue for the whole week until Comic-Con. Comic-Con, we're gonna get trailers, we're gonna get panels, we're gonna get updates, release dates, all that stuff. Okay? But I'm gonna be right now, I'm cautious about this because I'm not gonna be pessimistic, but I'm not gonna be optimistic. I'm gonna be more cautious optimistic with Marvel because I felt the same in 2022. Then behind the scenes stuff of Marvel that's getting talked about getting out changed my viewpoint on this. Changed my viewpoint over to Marvel the past year or so and how things are run there. So I'm going to be cautiously optimistic, right? Because it could very well be like 2022 where they announce all this stuff again, but like push everything back. Okay, they could pull a DC because DC did this too at one point. But Marvel will probably go through with the stuff that DC never went through with the announced. But if you get the comparison, but yeah, you'll see my point. Yeah, like I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If it comes out 2025, man, if it comes out then, right? I know you're joking, but seriously, seriously, it may not come out. That's the thing about Blade. Make sure to smash the like button if you're watching, please. $2051 here? Yeah, more likely 2051. Yeah, 27 years, Red. Yeah, 27 years will be a good bet. Yeah, I think so. I agree. Deadpool 2024. No, 2051. Oh, shut up. Oh, yeah, you read. All right. The video game's gonna come out before the movie. That's the joke. The game's gonna come out before the movie. That's actually my joke. And people are joking about that too. Oh yeah, the Black Adam movie took a long time. Yeah, yeah, that took a long time. Same with the Flash. The Flash took a long time. Mm. That's factually true, man. Okay. All right. Yeah, we are. We're getting John Campea being a show before GTA 6. Yeah, that's true too. That's very true. All right. He says I can start without him. No one 2030. 30. Oh, I sent you an invite to Degrassi. If you want to come on. Aaron for president. I'm Canadian. I'm Canadian, man. I can't win. All right. Look at Jack Bauer in the background from 24. Let's get on with this. Now, for the newbies that came in, not the newbies, but the people that didn't get came in later. Did this trailer make you cry? Did this trailer make you cry? Or did it almost made John Campea cry? No. Yeah. Same. 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 All right, let's get into it. So he's going to be late. I'll hide his banner away so you can see the whole thing. It made you hate Marvel even more. Joker for president? That's funny. John Campbell believes Collider in 5 years. I don't think he works there, but that's hilarious though. I'm gonna get rid of his banner so you can see the full thing. Yeah, you see my name there. All right. No, but I did appreciate the hard sell. Okay, how many of you cried watching a movie before? You can admit it, man. I have. I know. I know. How many of you? You can admit it here. We're all men here. We can admit that stuff. Red. You're watching your own episode, Red, right? You're watching your own episode. Let's get on with this. I don't know how like blindness is gonna be, but I sent invites to everybody else. Yeah, I know. They're they're promoting this movie like crazy, right? They did a they did a mock podcast, right? Oh my god, why else you know he's gonna do a podcast? Watch. Everyone knows. Yeah, Patrick. Yeah. Everyone knows Tom Brady still plays for the Patriots. Yeah. You're never gonna let me watch this, huh? Okay, let me go watch.
A little bit earlier on, it is now 6 days. 6 days until Deadpool and Wolverine comes out in theaters.
6 days. 6 days. 6 days. Batman versus Superman 2.0. 6 days. 6 days till this movie comes out. What other guy? What's the name? There's nobody recognizes with Collider anymore. The only person that I recognize is still with Collider is Perry Nemnoff. Perry Nemnoff, whatever her name is. That's it. Kristen Harloff. If you're talking about Kristen Harloff, no, he's not. He has his own channel. His own channel.
Which I am ridiculously excited about. Obviously, everything we've been hearing about has been good or not good. Will the movie?
2 days of red carpet. Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if John Campea hated this movie? I mean, I would laugh if John Campea hates this movie. Hates this movie. Watch John Campea hate this movie. Watch him hate this movie. Watch him really hate this movie. Watch it. Watch him hate this movie. Where am I?
End up being, we'll find that out in a few days. That said, they put out a trailer the other day that I saw and I loved, with what has been my favorite line in any of the trailers so far. When Wolverine referring to Deadpool, yeah, Disney brought him back. They're gonna make him do this till he's 90.
Yeah, they're gonna make him do this till he's 90. I don't know who you're talking about. Show me a picture, Red. Not Kristen. There's a bunch of them. I can. It's the best of my knowledge. There's John Wolka, Mark Ellis. I don't know who else. John McCouga. Uh, Robert Bryan Burnett. Robert Bryan Burnett. I don't know. Schnepp. Well, he's dead. Uh, John Schnepp is dead. I don't know who. I don't know particularly who you're talking about. I just named you a few that I know off the top of my head. Yeah, it's true, Red. He doesn't. That's true. He had the meltdown, right? He's the one with the meltdown.
Almost died when I heard that line. I just thought it was great. And I said, I think I'm good now. I don't know that I want to see anymore. Well, then this morning, when I see that Ryan Reynolds posted on his YouTube channel what he called Deadpool and Wolverine final trailer. And it wasn't
Hey, look at that. Look at that. Look what they popped up down below. Money, money, money. Money, money, money. It's all about the money. All right.
A 1 minute thing. It was like over 2 minutes.
Hey, I know. Hey, you suck. Hey, John Campea. John Campea. You're showing for this movie. Let's be honest. You're showing for this movie because you sponsor Mint Mobile. Ace, Ace Ignore. No, Ace Ignore was not part of Collider. Screen Junkies. Screen Junkies. Um, no, he's not. Funny red. I guess it's you got. I guess it's you got. You really think the divorce is that much? His divorce really needs that kind of money? I mean, I guess with a wealthy relationship, I guess with celebrity. Well, here's the thing: get a freaking prenup. Get a freaking prenup. Get a freaking prenup. Oh, you're funny, Red. You're funny. You're a funny guy.
Minutes long, and he said, "This is the Deadpool and Wolverine final trailer." Thought, all right, I'll watch this. It's the best trailer they put out so far. I mean, to me, it's the best trailer they put out so far because
They were married before he was famous? Oh! Okay. Screen junkies were my parents. They always did. What? Shut up. Okay, I didn't need to know that, man. Oh, man. Ah. I gotta stop reading this stuff of you, Red.
we've been talking a lot recently about, yeah, we know Deadpool's going to have the jokes, and we know it's going to be funny, and we know the action's going to be great. But can they,
What if the action sucks? What if the jokes don't land? What if? What if? I doubt it, but I'm just doing that to kind of make fun of the mock Campea. I really don't believe what I'm saying. Shut up! No, you're not. You're staying here. You're staying here because I'm gonna tie you up and make you watch my stuff all the time, Red. Oh yeah, Red. Your tribal chiefs told me to do that. Your tribal chiefs told me to keep you here. Yeah, wizard.
move beyond just that and also have a great, like the first Deadpool did, have at its core a heartfelt story with emotion. Then we talked the other day about
Wait. Okay, blinded. I'm pausing. No, he's not blinded. No. The Rebel Moon prequel is a podcast? Why is Rebel Moon getting a What the? Why is Rebel Moon getting a podcast in the first place? No, blinded. Red's been on Tony streams. Red's known from Tony streams. Um, Rebel Moon. Why is Rebel Moon getting a podcast? Why is Rebel Moon getting anything? No. What the hell? Why is Rebel? Rebel Moon should be canceled. And if anybody wants, if Rebel Moon wants to be done again, it should be rebooted with a different director. Okay, have somebody else do Rebel Moon. It'll probably be better, man. It's about one of the first my Jimmy Robot. Okay. Oh, Blind, are you coming on, or are you just telling me to hold on for? All right, man. Degrassi. I sent you a link. Let you know. Uh, Blind, did you watch this already? Curious.
Out Kevin Feige, who put out this big statement saying this is the most heartfelt R-rated movie you're going to see. That this is actually filled with warmth and heart and emotion and all this kind of stuff.
Okay. Blind. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Kevin Feige said that, but he knows deep down it's not true because there's been a bunch of rated R movies that are heartfelt and emotional in the past. Okay, this is not going to be the most heartfelt rated R movie. Okay, because it's already been done. I can. Okay, okay. I know Kevin Feige said that, but he's BSing there. Okay. Are you telling me in the history of rated R movies, this is to be the most heartfelt rated R movie of all time? Emotional heartfelt movie out there? Bullshit. Because it's okay, guys in the chat, name me one really heartfelt emotional movie right now. Any. I don't care which one. Because you know that's BSing. But Campea, he was just Campea. He was just trying to boost interest. He's bullshitting there. That's what they do. They try to generate hype. To generate hype is bullshitting, right? We know this. We know this. To generate hype, there's a lot of BSing in there. My God, you should know this. You should know this if you're a movie pundit. Thank you, Degrassi. Is a good point. That's a good one. I mean, and a Mario Bros. Board party. Oh my God. Can, yeah. Does I don't know if he has autism, but that's just an autistic take. No disrespect to anybody that has autism. I mean, right? Like, no, 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 no. I take that back. That's a stupid take. Pure stupid take. Oh my God. This is the most heartfelt. Kevin Feige said this is going to be the most heartfelt rated R movie ever. It's called bullshitting to hype up a movie.
It's like, okay, all right. To back that point up, they drop this new trailer. And it
Yeah.
starts, appropriately enough, with Wade saying, I know I make everything a joke. But then it gets serious.
Back that up in the trailer. Oh, John Campea, listen. It could be a heartfelt, emotional rated R movie. It still doesn't mean it's going to be the most rated R, heartfelt, emotional movie. And that's a subjective term. Blinded. I need you on here. I need to school this guy right here, right now. Please. Or Degrassi, one of you. School this idiot. Yeah, that's actually pretty funny. Blinded though. You ever? Oh, I forget. Hold on, kill Sean Campea. Hey, where did he go, Red? Get your butt back here, Red. I'm looking for you, Red. If you're in John Campea's chat, I'm looking for you. I saw RJ in John Campea's chat. I just saw RJ. I like it. Oh yeah, Del Griffin. Yeah, that's right. I'm seeing Red comes back. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, Del Griffin. Yeah. Now I remember. Yeah, I like me. My wife likes me. All right, I'm back.
And I'm not going to lie to you. When X-23 comes on screen and Hugh Jackman says, "I'm the wrong guy." I think that's the line he says. "I'm the wrong guy."
Here we go.
And she turns to him. Now, maybe this is just me because Logan is so special.
She turns to him. I died in Acolyte for this. I'm kidding. Oh, you blocked? You got blocked? Oh, wow.
To me, the movie Logan is so special to me. But she turns to him and says, "You've always been the wrong guy. Until you're not." I'm not going to lie. I fucking cried.
You're a grown man, Campea. If you cry at a trailer, this guy is gonna cry their whole movie. I guarantee you, if he really did cry during this trailer, the whole fucking movie is gonna cry. He's not gonna laugh once. He's gonna cry during the whole movie, and he's gonna get nothing because he'll be crying the whole time. Crying the whole time. Oh my god. The theater is gonna go and see this movie. It's gonna be filled a pool. It's gonna be a pool full of his tears because he'll be crying the whole movie. Oh yeah, TV. Oh really? I didn't see that.
I did. And then a little bit later, I went out to the living room and Anne was just getting out of a meeting. I'm like, "Have you seen the new Deadpool trailer yet?" She's like, "No, okay, sit down and watch it with me." And I play it for her and it gets to that scene again and I start crying again.
Oh my god. Right next to his wife? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. He pissed himself.
I'm like, she's back. She's all grown up now. But I just got
speaks English.
Shit, she's going up. The actress ages, you know that, right? You know the actress has to stay the same age, right? You know it's been 7 years, right? She's 19 years old. She's not a child anymore. But she got brutally murdered in Acolyte, though. She was like 12, right? She was like 11 or 12 when she did X-23, right? And in Logan, she was that young.
And speaks
Please
English.
do me a favor, guys. Like this video, please. He will split his soda. He will spill his soda on his lap to cover his pee pants. Yeah, he'll have to go to the bathroom. He'll go. Sometime during the film, he'll probably have to go to the bathroom, and instead going to the bathroom, he uses his Coke, his cup that's filled with Coke. He uses that as the pee in. He's like, nope, I'm not getting up. Nope, I'm gonna use this.
English very well.
Yeah.
Very clean English. And I start crying. And then that scene that happened just before it, when like it's like one of the best moments I've seen from Deadpool.
Yeah, she's almost 20. She's almost 20.
He's sitting in the car with Wolverine, and he's holding up this picture, and he says, "It's just 9 people, but this is my whole world." I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. He goes, "It's just 9 people, but this is my whole world, and I don't know how to save it, and you do," and I felt it.
Yeah, there's more people. There's more people than you have in your world. Oh my god, the way he's describing it, you shouldn't. You're like, he's a fanboy. You should.
I felt it. It's just so good. And so when they're building all that up, and then Wolverine has that conversation, it's like a really good trailer tells its own story. It has a beginning, a middle, and the end. And so that after that moment with Daphne Keene and her saying, "You've always been the wrong guy until you aren't," and then it moves on to the near the end and says, "You ready?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm the Wolverine." I'm like, "Grrr!" And it says, "You ready?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm the Wolverine." I'm like, "Grrr!"
Whatever. Yo. Who is he gonna dress at? Who is he gonna dress up as at the movie as? Deadpool or Wolverine? Who is he gonna be? Because I think he will definitely dress up for seeing this movie. So it's either gonna be Deadpool, Wolverine, no other option. So
Although I think that was spliced up a little bit. So I don't
Oh,
think
absolutely.
because that was a different scene, but
100%.
they were selling the point.
But the trailer is telling its own story, right?
Can I just kiss you?
Oh my
Just once.
god.
Look,
We all
it's
have an
made
idea
Deadpool.
of what love can be, that special connection.
And I'll tell you then whether I still don't know if that was Ray Parker or not, with a little shot of Toad,
Yeah.
which is fine. That's cool to see.
yes, that's Ray Parker. Yeah, that's Ray Parker. Toad.
And everything, just little things like that.
Sort of
But-
looks like him. It's just hard to say.
But I'm just telling you, look, there have been many movies that I've had no expectations for and ended up loving. There have been many movies, like any movie fan, that I've had big expectations for and walked out disappointed. I don't know, because I haven't seen it.
Oh, I got Degrassi has joined for the first time. You can change your avatar in here if you know how.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'm not working on it right now. Can you hear me okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Good.
Oh, how are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just laughing at this guy, this man child.
Yeah, it's one thing. Movies can choke me up. Very rarely will I go into like a full-blown sob or anything. I'm not afraid to admit that movies and shows and music and books and
they're supposed to get a
shit,
feeling out of you. They're supposed to get
I've openly wept reading a comic book before.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to admit it, but
That's the point. It's art. Art is supposed to open up emotions and feelings out of you.
yeah, but this trailer, while like I said, I appreciated the hard sell, you know, but I didn't.
But we kind of knew in the past. We kind of knew in the past trailers that this Wolverine was in the dumps. We knew.
Yeah.
We really knew.
But
Yeah.
you know, if anything sold me on this movie, Aaron, so far, it's been this radio station. I can't stop listening to it.
This movie is getting promoted like crazy.
Yeah, is Reynolds doing the TCM thing tonight? I'm gonna turn that on.
This is Barbie. This is Barbie promotion, man. Let's just stick to
Oh, it exceeds.
yeah,
it's exceeding Barbie level promotion.
Oh, finally, Blinded comes in.
It could be. I mean, it's definitely. I've said it from the beginning, kind of that it's when the promotion started in earnest, like when in April. Yeah, in April, whenever the actual that it was going to be over.
What the hell? I could be Blinded. Take that off. Blinded.
Yeah, that was the song.
I could get in trouble for that. I could get in trouble.
It was only 15 seconds. It's okay.
Okay.
That was the song that was just on the radio station.
I do love that song. It also makes.
Oh yeah, I love Enya. That's one of the things that when I think about my mom, when I think about my mother, she loved Enya.
The Grassy, you know what? You know how you believe this whole Marvel thing is damage control. You know why I believe you? Because they're changing course with the Kang stuff to make it mutant heavy, and then the multiverse saga is becoming the mutant saga.
Yeah.
They basically confirmed that.
Anything they do, I think anything they do at this point, but just everything. It's everything they've done, like in the past. Oh God, since No Way Home seems like it's been damage control. Was that the last big hit they had?
I mean, well, Guardians of the Galaxy did pretty.
What do you mean, like it turns?
Oh yeah. Man, I don't like it's. You know how hard it is for me to even consider those movies to be like MCU movies.
Well, Guardians. Yeah. Well, I think it's the last most well.
Well, that's the one that made profit.
Yeah. Guardians.
Profit.
Guardians. 2022, they had a lot of hits in terms of box office, though. 2022, the box office is good for Marvel.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's just me. I think it's probably just me.
Blind. Did you hear that? They're pivoting the Kang stuff all the way to make it the mutants about the mutants mids.
Yeah, I was telling you. I think I don't know for sure, but I think they're going to call Avengers 5 Avengers versus X-Men, and it's going to be the Fox X-Men.
You need the X-Men movie first. You got to release the X-Men movie for the
Yeah, but not if it's the Fox X-Men.
That's true. Also, the Nova series is confirmed basically by 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, that's a while.
Well, they've kind of been telling us over the course of the last year and a half, what the X-Men were going to play like when they did get here. To the, and it is a delicate combination of the Fox live action and the Fox animated universe. And X-Men 97 is merely like a prologue to all of that.
Now we know why they wore those black suits in the original X-Men movies. It was the Matrix thing. Kevin Feige admit that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. The reason why they wore black in the X-Men is because the Matrix wore black and it was cool.
Yeah, I think that was something that even was it not Bryan Singer, but what's his name? His other producer, Singer's other producer, DeSantis. Was it DeSantis?
Not DeSantis. Oh.
No, seriously. Yeah, Tom. Yeah, Tom. Is it DeSanto or DeSantis? I can't remember.
DeSanto.
Yeah. I remember him saying that when that movie was when they were doing press for that movie, that everything was influenced by the Matrix at that point. You couldn't get around
they created slowed down combat, and everybody started copying it.
Yeah, bullet time was everywhere. Everybody had black leather, even like the Mystery Men.
Yeah. Mystery Men, and I think that came out at the same time as the first Matrix? Was that
same year?
Same year. I admit I like Mystery Man. I thought it was funny. I wish they do a reboot of Mystery Man as a series.
I'd like to see all all of those comics,
Yeah.
all of Bob Burden's comics, the Flaming Carrot universe.
Mm-hmm.
Because those characters came out of its own comic book universe.
Mm-hmm.
The Flaming Carrot verse, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Now he said in a recent interview about Blade. Yeah, we're gonna try to make the best way of our movie. We're trying to. He's doing a lot of damage control for Blade.
Oh yeah, I mean that's all damage control at this point. But at the same time, he's got to sell. It's more than just damage control. That's certainly a part of it, but he's got to sell this shit.
That's why
he's got to sell it hard.
That's why I said in this stream next week when we get their presentation, Hall H. I'm not going to be 100% optimistic. I'll be cautiously optimistic.
I don't understand why they're dropping all this stuff early.
At the same time. Oh, early.
Yeah, they're doing it. And also, he's basically confirming stuff in interviews before, like why not?
Yeah, it's a much different approach than they've ever taken, and it's again in his candor in these interviews, these little snippets of interviews, is telling to me. Doesn't sound as confident, or as overconfident, right? Like it seems like he's missing some of that big dick energy that he always had, right?
Right.
And
well, he got humbled.
Yeah, I think so. He like the Iron Sheik, I will humble you.
Well, who humbled?
I'll break you. Yeah.
Him?
But that, and then I don't know. He seems to be playing nice with an entertainment press that he's clearly had it up to his nipples with, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I can almost see like the acid forming behind his teeth, you know, like he's just ready to spit.
Man.
But that's just me. I could be wrong. One man's opinion doesn't make it so. That's just what I see.
I see the exact same thing. All this stuff coming out about basically a week before Comic-Con. And it's all this stuff. It's like, I guess they're worried. So he's trying to generate hype for Comic-Con. Even though.
Well, I mean, yeah, they were going to do that either way. But.
Yeah, but I think he should know that because it doesn't seem like he gets that right now. I guess he's trying to get the people that fell out of love the Marvel. You get fall back.
Like me?
Yeah.
Like, what was the last good Marvel movie I saw?
I mean, do they really have to announce a Nova movie 3 or 4 years later?
A series.
A show.
Yeah.
They announced that in 2021. I think they announced it in 2021.
They just need to stop. I like how the tact that Gunn's been taking with his recent responses on threads and stuff.
RJ.
You know.
Yeah.
What's up, RJ?
I mean, this guy Campea. Oh, this is immutable.
He's got that prednisone. He's got that steroid face.
Yeah, I know how the grass was making fun of Campea in the chat about him peeing in his pants or crying.
Yeah, he cried so much it looked like he pissed himself, and then he has to spill his soda in his lap to cover up his pee pants.
Yeah, he's right. RJ is right. Guardians 3 and Loki Season 2 were the best things last year. I just love what Campea said. Kevin Feige said
Loki Season 2 was a chore.
It was, but yeah.
It was pretty good.
It wasn't awful. Campea, it wasn't terrible, but man, it was just I don't know. Just didn't hook me like the first season did. I
love Campea. Kevin Feige said this is going to be the most heartfelt, emotional rated R movie. I'm like, do you know he's just doing that to buy the hype up?
Well, what's with this? Everybody, John Campea cried, and then just like a day before he put out this clip, they had they were saying like some of the crew were crying when they first saw
when they saw the Jackman's costume test.
Yeah, I'm like
people on the crew. Yeah.
Relax. Oh my god! Like relax. Like
I mean, I don't really get that. Like.
I mean, I understand. Like, I guess I get it. If you're like super, if this stuff is really, I can't. I don't know. It's just funny to me. I'm gonna point and laugh. You know, And
it just seems so like I just have a hard time believing it. It's just like
like when
Archer's right.
if I'm watching Field of Dreams and when Kevin Costner asks the ghost of his father if he wants to have a catch, like Niagara Falls, every time I'm gonna cry every time, right?
right.
Because like I have like thankfully my dad's still with us, but like to think about that, you know, and to be able to have a catch with my dad now would be a dream, right? So shit like that, I understand it kind of grabbing a hold of you and shaking you up emotionally, but I don't know, man, a superhero movie.
I
Well,
just to
really-
see the costume though, like can we watch the movie and let the story then make us cry? Like, why are you like hyping it up?
I can
Oh
understand.
my god, him in the suit is making me
I can
cry. It's
understand.
like,
I can understand people maybe tearing up when like Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark died. Maybe that's maybe a moment where people could tear up, something like that.
sure.
Even that was, I don't know. Yeah,
I didn't really cry for that.
And
I know.
I'm an easy mark, man. Like it
I
doesn't
think Guardians
take much.
was more of a tearjerker, and nobody died in that movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, yeah. You're like you're gonna show me a cartoon
Well,
animal dying. I'm gonna
Guardians
cry.
2, I mean,
Right.
Yonda was pretty emotional. I gotta say.
Oh yeah. You know what? Yeah, Yondu.
Yeah.
Yeah. That did tug at you a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's more of like relatable. That's why, not
Yeah.
some guy in a
But
suit, you know
like,
what I mean?
look at this picture of my friends.
Yeah.
It's true.
It is all puff piece.
It
shit.
Yeah, I did.
true.
Like I said, I told Aaron I appreciate the hard sell, but I didn't buy
But
the
sometimes I think there is.
earnestness of it.
Sometimes the marketing can be too much, and it can hurt the product. It damage it.
Well, I still don't understand why did they have to put X-23 in the trailer, like, and
You're
it's like they
exactly
just
me.
drop that in the morning and you wake up and then you just see it. You're like, what the fuck? Like,
I don't think they're done. I mean, because this may be the last trailer, but they're going to be on every fucking morning talk show and every late night talk show, right? And every entertainment news pundit, press junket, all that stuff, right? And they're all going to have clips, and they're not all going to have the same clips, and they're going to give more shit away. It's just it happens every fucking time, without fail. So I don't expect this to be any different, despite the things that they are doing differently, like this pre-hype. They're pre-hyping the hype.
Let me tell you something. This movie has to be a hit, because if it's not a hit, it could get the BVS treatment.
well, I don't
How
think
is
it's
it
gonna
not-
get the BVS treatment.
Yeah, I
How
know.
is
I
it not
know.
going to be a hit though?
You don't think it's gonna
Yeah.
be it? I mean, it can't be. Just hope it's not.
I still don't think it will make $1 billion because
Oh, you
I
just
think the
want to tell me-
tracking and well, no, I looked at the international numbers. Some places it's tracking pretty low, so
Finbar.
I think this is gonna be more domestic heavy than it is international, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure the other Deadpool movies. Let me check.
Deadpool.
Man, I know I turned my TV on for a reason.
Deadpool's actually made more than Logan solo movies, haven't they? All of them. I know Deadpool 2 did, right? I don't think any Logan movies made over 700 million. Wolverine movies. But I know
Well, actually,
Make no mistake,
the
this
first
is a-
Deadpool was heavy domestically, or sorry, heavy international. Oh, I'm reading the number wrong. Never mind. Let me go check.
Yeah.
Why did I turn my TV on? You ever do that? You turn your TV on because you're looking for something or you're going to go for something specifically. And then by the time you get to wherever you need to you've completely forgotten what you were looking for.
Okay, the worldwide or the international numbers or four numbers, yeah, it's like 50%. So it's more leaning toward international foreign markets, but not by much. It's close to 50-50. So I think it's going to be more. I think this time around it's still going to be heavy domestically.
I own Patrick here is bringing up Grant Morrison. I own every comic book that Grant Morrison is, some form of everything that Grant Morrison has ever written. He's probably my favorite comic book writer of all time, and that goes all the way back to
Twisters is doing very well.
80 international, because it made what, 30
It's
what was the numbers? Let me check again.
2024.
Twisters?
2024 with the box.
Oh, it is. It is.
It's just a damn good movie. There's really nothing else to say about it.
2024 did start off weak for the movie, for the entertainment industry in the theaters. It did start
July's
off,
the month now. July is the month.
yeah.
Trust me.
I mean, last year around this time, it didn't do well. June last year, he had all those A-list movies like Flash, Indiana Jones, Transformers.
Yeah, no, July. We're on the first anniversary of Barbenheimer. So
yeah, Barben Barbie. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. And July.
So July's the
July
month. Now, I'm telling you.
2022 did well. July 2022, I think that's when Jurassic Park came out. Was that 2022?
That was in June, though.
Oh, June? Okay. Was it Top Gun? Was that July?
No, that was in May.
So what came out in July in 2022? Oh, Thor. That actually did well, though.
I saw Twisters in Dolby, in a Dolby theater. There were very few people there. It was
Really? Maybe.
Well, yeah, it was a tech run. It wasn't
Guardians.
It wasn't like you had to be invited, right? You couldn't just buy a ticket and go. And then the IMAX one was just the regular Regal early access. If you have a Dolby theater near you, just go see whatever you can at Dolby. I'm not bagging on IMAX. The Dolby theaters.
One of our theater changes in Canada, Magic Cinemas, their ticket prices for Tuesdays now are $5.
Did you guys ever see Bargain Tuesday has been a thing in the States for ever?
No, they always had discount on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
It was like $8 or $9 on Tuesdays there, but they decided to make it $5.
Yeah, I forget. Somebody's doing $5 days here in the States. Like I said, our most expensive ticket at the theater that I have a financial interest in is $9 with tax and if you buy your ticket online, it's going to be $9.
$5 is probably like $3 American. It's probably like $3.
And that's for our that we don't have large format screens, but we do 3D and stuff, But that's our most expensive ticket is $9.80.
Yeah, ours is like 16.
Yeah, it depends. Like what's it called? Cineplex.
But to go see a 3D showing at any of the theaters in Nashville or Clarksville or the surrounding area, it's going to cost $23.
Yeah.
So
Cineplex is our main chain in Canada.
We're all Regal and we're all Regal here. There are a couple of AMC's. We have one of the best art house repertory cinemas in the country.
RJ? Well, I'm not surprised, man. We went up at Imagine Cinema, then went back down.
Belcourt Cinema. If you're ever in Nashville, go see a movie at the Belcourt.
Oh yeah. I know Nashville's a nice place. I know that. I know a lot of people like Nashville.
We didn't make the list for Sundance, but Louisville did, and I showed you what's happening there. Didn't remember?
I could have visited Nashville because I had family that was moving from Ohio to Nashville, but they decided to move to Texas instead. Yeah.
If anybody's considering moving to Nashville, don't stay away.
I know from what happened from the KKK.
Well, that and just the gentrification and the sprawl and it's just.
We used to have AMC in Canada. I don't think we have them in Canada anymore, Blinded, right?
Yeah. I was just talking to my dad about that. I don't know when they got rid of them. It's been at least 15 years, though.
Have you ever been to Colossus, Blinded?
Yes.
Me too. I haven't been in a long time, though. But,
I've got two IMAXs. One's a real IMAX, and the other one's a Limax. And we got the Dolby Cinema.
I don't know if it's AMC.
And lots of
they left Canada in 2012. So
okay.
RPX. been seeing more stuff in RPX. I actually like it. The Regal Premium Experience. That's what they call it. Because every chain has their own proprietary large format now. So
in America, you have like AMC, you have Vigo, and all this. We only have one major chain in Canada. That's Cineplex. We have smaller independent chains, but there's no bigger. But there's only one huge chain, really. It's
there's what's another one? I mean, yeah, Cineplex is pretty much.
we used to have two. It used to be Silver. It used to be Famous Players, but Cineplex bought that, right? Blinded.
yeah, those used to be.
Yeah.
The Odeons were the best. They pulled out of the United States, and AMC bought AMC bought Cineplex out here. I forget when, but man, those Cineplex Odeon theaters were the best theaters.
Yeah, Cineplex bought out AMC here. They
Oh,
took their, yeah, that's what I read. Yeah.
the thing is, in
And
Canada,
then,
the thing in Canada, we have a lot of monopoly in Canada.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's just facts, Degrassi. We have a lot of monopolies in Canada.
Yeah, because I mean, well,
we have a lot of monopolies here too.
Because we don't have a lot of people here, so it's like,
yeah. Actually,
and then everybody just crowds up in fucking one area. It's really annoying.
We just crossed 40 million population like this year.
Did we hit 40 million?
Yeah, I think
we're
so.
still at like 35. I don't.
If we only had 40 million people in the United States, nobody.
38 million. No, what's the
it would be bad.
Okay, what's the Canada's population? 41 million of the first quarter of 2024.
Okay.
And that's the thing though. If you combine the state of New York and California, you can almost fit two.
Well, California, the state has.
Yes.
The same amount.
Yeah. It's like you could combine our country and New York and California combined.
Oh, actually, it's at 41 now.
Yeah, 41. Yeah. What's New York? What's California's population? California's population is 39 million. Holy moly!
Jeez.
Is that really true? No, that's pollution. Whoops. I remember 39 million actually is correct of 2022. That's okay. That's 2024. California. Oh my god.
What's
39 million? 39 million in 2024. Holy moly! You can
California has a larger economy than like 97, 90, like the majority of countries in the world.
Yep.
Yeah, it has
like the fourth or fifth world's largest economy is a single state in the United States.
LA, because LA has to make up like the 40 to 50% of it.
Well, I mean, there's Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego.
LA technically the city of LA is it's about 4 million, but there's also the other stuff around LA like Hollywood, Bel Air, all that kind of stuff, right? Like this, it's not exactly counts as LA, but it's like the GTA blinded, right? Like.
Yeah, well, I mean, Toronto has 4 million, and then there's
if you had the other stuff, that's California, that's LA basically. It's the same. Like the city itself is like 4 million, but all the other surrounding areas around LA, if you count everyone. Yeah, same with New York, right? Manhattan, same with New York, and that's the same with every major city, right?
Right.
But it just depends on how the population is distributed.
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember. I don't know. I'm really high. Forgive me.
Bigger in San Francisco. Then why is
what is it? New York, LA, Chicago. But that doesn't include their like the metropolitan area, like the areas outside, because there's like 3 million people in Chicago, but then if you count like all of the suburbs and shit, we're talking like 10 million people. So
right.
For sure, yeah. I'm sure Nashville has suburbs too. Like
We certainly do.
Nashville has a decent population.
Getting bigger every year, unfortunately.
I know it's a growing population.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I want to say with the metro area, it's probably like 1.5 million.
Mm-hmm. Oh, where's John?
750, 800, like in the city, and then you go out further, like into the county and the Bibes. Probably 1.5 million. I'm gonna guess.
What's the largest city in North America?
Oh, this says 2 million. I don't know if I believe that.
The problem with LA is so many people living there. It's just that there's so much traffic and it's so crowded and it's so hard to get around because they can't build a subway system because a lot of it's hills. There's a lot of mountains and hills, right? You can't really build a subway system. New York has hills and mountains, but that's actually outside the main areas of stuff, though. You can build around New York. You got the Catskills.
Where I used to live in Illinois, there's high-speed rail.
Mm-hmm.
And you could get from Chicago to St. Louis in like 90 minutes.
Yeah.
It's changed the way a lot of my friends and family work from upstate to downstate now. So,
see, what's the biggest cities?
When I used to have a friend in grade school whose dad would fly 4 days a week. His dad would fly.
So Toronto past Chicago
on a private plane to work in St. Louis.
So Toronto past Chicago in population. Mexico City is actually considered the largest city in North America now.
What?
Mexico City.
Yeah.
Shit.
Easy.
In New York and LA. I mean, that's just the cities themselves. It's not the suburbs around, but
damn, 8 million.
Yeah, we have something in the United States called it's their combined statistical areas. So when sprawls pretty much led to like cities combining, and just crazy stuff. And these combined statistical areas. So when I say Nashville has 2.1 million people, that's the CS, that's the combined statistical area. When they say Chicago has 11 million or whatever, that's the combined statistical area. That's like Chicago. In Chicago, it's called the Chicagoland area.
A drive from LA to Vegas. The drive from LA to Vegas is only about 4 hours, so it's not that long of a drive anyway. So 150 minutes is a little over 2 hours.
Three of these cities that are on the list for Sundance now.
Sundance Festival?
Yeah. Atlanta, Cincinnati, and Louisville. I can be in Louisville in 2 hours. I can be in Atlanta in 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah, you live in a great the mid part of the US where you guys are, it's great. Mid-South, yeah, you could go a lot of you could go to these major cities, like you could go to Atlanta, you could go to Louisville, you could go to like Cincinnati. I think you could go to Cincinnati. Louisville's only an hour out of Cincinnati, right?
Yeah, Louisville and Cincinnati aren't far apart at all.
Yeah.
When we go to Detroit, we drive through there a lot. So
let's see what Campea has to say. What else has to say?
I don't know how Deadpool and Wolverine is going to turn out. I don't know. But it is looking like it's going to deliver everything I've wanted in this.
You know what? I hope it does deliver, but I kind of don't want it to deliver just to see how Campea reacts.
I mean, even I wanted to deliver, and I couldn't give a shit until they started this weekend.
Yeah.
It just cracks me up, man. The music that they're playing on there is...
Oh, it's a rep shooter scene.
That's funny.
Because I've been saying, we know...
We have Sirius satellite radio.
Yeah,
Sirius XM. It's channel... What is it? Let me see. It's channel 504 on the app. Deadpool and Wolverine radio. Wild music with a side of sarcasm. Right now, it is Firework by Katy Perry.
Oh, they should just have their own talk show. That's what they should do. But well, it's a Hugh
Oh,
Jackman.
you know what? Now I just remembered what I was looking for. Turner Classic Movies, because I believe Mr. Reynolds is hosting with Ben Mankiewicz tonight his favorite movies. So it'll probably be stuff like Gross Point Blank and The Great Outdoors and
it's just John Kennedy.
yeah, it's like his hero, right? Isn't that who he's always wanted to be?
Canadian hero.
I mean, you could pick worse. Yep, here we go. The Sting is on right now, and then at 7:00, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, nice.
Hosted by Orion Reynolds.
Nice.
And Ben
Ryan
Mankiewicz.
Reynolds.
Nice.
And his writers, and they're going to be super funny, and it's going to have all that. But can you also bring the heart like that the first Deadpool did? Can you bring that in while you're bringing in Hugh Jackman and not just making it novelty?
He just said Huge Ackman.
And all.
Did he say that?
Huge ass man.
You can't. You people
While
can't.
you're
You can't
bringing
give
in
like
Hugh
so many
Jackman,
too many
and
people
not
say
just
that.
making it
Huge
novelty.
Ackman. They're putting
And
the
all I'm
wrong
saying
emphasis on the wrong syllable.
is I'm not saying the movie's going to be awesome, because it might suck. It might suck. I'm just saying right now, from everything I have seen and everything that I have heard,
If this movie doesn't do well, it doesn't receive well, Marvel's really in trouble.
On what planet does this movie not do well, though?
I know. I'm just,
It's one of those things where even if it's so bad, it'll be good.
yeah.
And it could even like lean into like being so bad that that's the only thing that makes it good.
If this turns out like BVS or Justice League kind of stuff, yeah, that's not good. But I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna end up like that. Like, it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't have the same. I mean,
Well, the thing is, it's hard to tell. Like the trailers
really good.
don't really give.
And
Well, they don't. We still don't really know what it's about. Like, there's something going on with Wolverine. Deadpool is being hired by the TVA.
also
That's
blinded,
really
right? With the BVS trailer, people were hyped about BVS, even with the trailers. But that some of the trailers that really revealed Doomsday is like, what?
Yeah, that one that revealed Doomsday. Was
What if it's like Swordfish? Remember Swordfish?
Yeah. There's only one reason people remember Swordfish. She's an X-Men character too.
No, the movie Swordfish with Hugh Jackman, and John Travolta and Halle Berry.
Yeah, that's the reason why people remember Swordfish.
And Halle Berry in a miniskirt.
Yeah, that's it.
I gotta tell you guys, I think we're in for something really special. I don't think we're just in for a good movie. I think we're in for something really truly special. And I almost want to go and
he's gonna have an orgasm with the movie.
He's gonna cry now. He's gonna cry now. He's going to.
Yeah, he looks like he's gonna cry. Doesn't he look like he's gonna cry now?
I can make myself cry. There's a couple of things I can think about and make myself cry in a second. So, and I have a black and ashen heart. So,
take like some kind of magic sleeping pill that just puts me under for 5 days, so I can just wake up and go, oh, it's time to go to see Deadpool Wolverine.
So you want to go? You want to be in? You want to be in a coma for 5 days to wake you up before the movie?
like that's something that I believe him when he says that, and that makes me sad for him.
You know what he sounds like? He sounds like an MCU stan.
Well, I don't know. It's cool to love what you love and everything. I'm not going to bag on somebody for I want to, I'm excited to see any movie.
Yeah.
So.
I don't want to go off tangent here. But I wanted to speak on real quick about the marketing and merchandising for this film. I mean, like if you have a movie, big or small, and you hit pop culture a little bit enough to get a fan base, you know, your level one merchandising, you're gonna get a shirt at Hot Topic. You're gonna get a shirt at Hot Topic, Descendants, -1, whatever. You're gonna get a shirt there.
Is Ray gonna
Then
have
you
a
hit the
Deadpool and
Walmart.
Wolverine cake for his birthday?
He just said this. Maybe he just said that show Descendants. That show is very, really popular. The movie Descendants. That series is really, really popular. Descendants, from Disney. But
I don't even know what that is.
it's a Dove Cameron stuff. Dove Cameron does that, I think.
It's a Disney show, and they're like, are they descendants of Disney characters or something?
Something like that.
Or
I don't watch it, but
descendants
it's
of like
really,
fairy tale
really-
characters.
it's very highly popular though.
Oh yeah, it's wildly popular, like multi-generational touchstone.
Does Ray
from what
like
I
it?
understand.
But he said it.
Oh, so he might get a cake for Descendants
I
for his
want
birthday.
Descendants.
One of
Like
my
last
dogs
year
had
was
surgery
Kim
this
Menke.
week, so we had to take her out front because
Oh.
we let them. We have a giant fenced-in yard, but our front isn't. So we have to watch her go to the bathroom while she's in recovery.
Mhm.
Right.
Well, no, look at the tiny violin playing for Degrassi's dog. She's good and everything, but it's just it's work.
Yeah.
Right.
Boop, boop. So the other one's in here like they just left me
Okay,
in
you
here
get
with
shirts.
you.
I can't look at that picture.
It's
behind
okay,
me.
sweetie. Just play How High is Ray? How high is Ray?
You see the poster behind him. You see Aaron Cummings there, in the middle.
Is that Big Bad Bob there too?
Yeah, on the right.
Yep.
Yeah, who's is starting getting back in the production business. Yeah,
I told you he was going to play Gross Point Blank.
He's got all these people on his poster, but it's called the John Campea Show. It's just so like.
Where's Ray? I don't see Ray on it.
Yeah, Ray's not on the poster
It's
unless he's
behind
that
him.
guy in the cap. But I don't think so.
That's not Ray because it looks like a white guy.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Ray.
That's Ray.
Next to the screen right to Aaron Cummings.
Yeah, it looks like him.
He looks like
Really?
he's nestled
He
in
got that
Bob's.
nasty
He looks like he's
stash.
nestled in Bob's armpit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Ray.
yeah.
Wait, he
Yeah,
looks, he looks white though.
Yeah, it's probably just the way the light's hitting the poster.
Okay.
You know, it's probably
Where's
just
the other guy? The Jonathan guy.
shitty art.
I think
what's
he's
wrong?
at the left hand side. You can't see
Oh
him.
yeah, he's covering his arm. Yeah, I see the
I can
Where's,
see his hairline.
Yeah, yeah, right.
where-
It looks like his hairline, so
This is a joke.
There,
Where are his
and
new
the-
diversity hires?
yeah, where did that where is that lady?
I think she only comes on Mondays or Tuesdays, but I think she's there part time for like a few weeks.
Only 2
I didn't mean that. I was joking.
Well, no, the Campea Exposed said that Campea Exposed said that was like a DEI hire.
Yeah. I mean it's kind of funny though, like
Well, yeah, that's where I was. Yeah, I was just like I said. I was kidding. It's you can't. Not every person of color or like by POC or LGBTQ plus is a diversity hire. It's just how does that work? How is everybody that's in a minority that gets hired for a job a diversity
Really-
hire? Just
Yeah,
you
it's
just gotta
true,
stop with
but-
that shit.
Oh, well, Campea is in a diversity marriage.
is it a diversity marriage?
Yeah, she definitely settled. He married up, but she settled. She's a peach, man. Anybody when that marriage dissolves, she'll be the one having the most fun.
No.
John Campea.
Cook.
Doesn't he just look like one of those guys like
He
that
does.
you see in those videos that is like sitting in the corner pulling
Yo.
on his taffy while
He's gonna
his
dress-
wife getting
He's gonna dress up either as Deadpool or Wolverine going to see this movie. I could tell right now.
He's gonna dress up as Wolverine.
Probably. You think he's gonna try to have like the hair like Wolverine? or the
No.
chops. Like fake mouth
I don't
Does
know.
he still
Maybe a
do
wig.
that?
You could put a
Does
wig
he
on.
still do that?
What did he do it for?
Dress up?
Shazam?
Yeah, he does.
Oh wow!
He did it for Shazam. Who else did he do it for?
No, he did for TMNT too. Remember? They're
Oh,
wearing
yeah.
the masks and shit. There hasn't been another movie recently, right? He didn't dress up for Dune, right?
No.
That'd
Dude's
be
not the kind of
funny.
movie you dress up for.
What was he
Wear,
going to
like,
be? A
blue
worm?
Contacts.
He's gonna be a worm. He already is a worm.
He's already a worm. Yeah.
Oh man. What is Ray even saying here?
He doesn't know. I just said that I got so stoned that I missed it.
Oh man.
It just looks.
Then you get figures,
He's always high.
and then you get like what Mutant Mayhem did. You get a frozen pizza. But that's where Deadpool separates itself from all the other things. And they deal.
Oh, I think he's trying to compare like.
Is there even merchant? I've seen.
Yes, there's merchandise.
I've
yes.
never even seen merchandise for Deadpool and Wolverine. I've just been seeing food tie-ins and,
No, there is.
and
There's
weird commercials. That's it.
There's Funkos, there's keychains,
Yeah,
there's all
the
this kind of
pops
stuff.
and like the pops, like the knick-knack and bric-a-brac stuff, like your
Yeah.
pops and your shelf dusters.
Dude, there's a blinded. Did you see the Microsoft controller for Deadpool Wolverine? It's a butt controller.
Yeah, but that's like a limited. It's a contest.
That's hilarious. I'm not. Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't buy it if it was available for sale. I wouldn't buy it anyway. I don't. No.
You don't want to touch his butt.
No. maybe if it's lady Deadpool, but not male Deadpool.
Well, you can pretend it's Lady Deadpool.
That's true.
Oh man.
deal for frozen pizza. With
Can you imagine if Lady Deadpool was not Blake Lively or was Taylor Swift?
Yeah, now I think it is Blake Lively,
It's
but
obvious.
it's probably gonna be like one line,
What if it's
unless they come back at the ending of the movie in some fight or something.
so? How does it like? Are they Nexus beings? Is that even a thing anymore? Did they throw? Has that gone?
No,
out
they're
the
not.
window?
They're not Nexus beings. They're
No, do they have to
very.
be the exact same? Do they have to be Ray Wilson to be the Nexus being?
No, a Nexus being is someone who is identical in every single universe.
Yeah, it has to be Ray Wilson.
So,
It has to be exactly the same. It has to be the same Deadpool. Basically.
I think
So
the
do
only
we-
Nexus being is Scarlet Witch because we
No,
talked
Doctor
about
Strange.
That
Yeah,
doesn't
Doctor
even make any
Strange.
sense. How's
Yeah,
Doctor
Doctor Strange is a Nexus being.
They-
Scarlet
and
Witch
remember
is a
they-
Nexus being.
Yeah, they explained that
There's
in
more.
Doctor Multiverse of Madness. He was a Nexus being. He was in that universe that they went to with the Illuminati. That was the same. It was the same Doctor Strange. Remember, and the one when he fought, the one that got corrupted by the Darkholds, is Doctor Strange was a Nexus being. Remember that blinded?
So they're just the same. What's another?
They look the
Another
same.
car-
They're not.
They're all, yeah,
Mortal,
they just
Mortal
look
might
the
be a Nexus being. Mortal,
Say that
might-
again?
Mortal, Baron Mortal might be a Nexus being.
Nexus
Wow.
beings in the comic are totally different than.
In the
There's
movie.
another. What's
Yeah.
in the other concept?
Thanos. I think Thanos might be a Nexus being too. Because Thanos was in the Doctor Strange, that universe they went to. Thanos was also in that universe. They defeated him.
America
Okay.
Chavez,
Oh, okay.
Scarlet Witch.
That's
America
good.
Chavez is a Nexus being.
Yes, but we haven't seen like another variant of her. We just know it's her.
No, we did see another variant of her. Remember, wasn't she dead?
really?
So a Nexus being the MC. No. Is an entity with the ability to affect the probability of an event and create a Nexus event that wouldn't happen. So it's not that they would look the same. It's they're fixed.
Oh,
Yeah, so I mean, it could be possible, yeah, that a lot of other characters are Nexus beings. I mean, it could be possible Wolverine's a Nexus being.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He is.
It's gonna be so complicated, man. The MCU is gonna make that so complicated, isn't it?
Well,
Okay,
maybe
then.
instead of doing that, because remember that rumor we keep talking about how Wolverine is the anchor hero and
Yeah.
his world's going to die? I mean, maybe it could just be he's a Nexus being, and once he's dead, the universe is just crumbles. I don't know. Because there's no changing it. Yeah, you can't change
Yeah,
a Nexus event.
Kang is a Nexus being in the MCU.
Yeah.
America Chavez, Doctor Strange.
Thanos might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thanos might be a Nexus being because
Mortal
he's
might
tied
be.
to a Nexus event.
No, Mortal is not tied to.
No, he's not. So we don't know
Yeah.
unless there's something in the future. And he was gonna be dead. He was gonna die in Doctor Strange in the the main timeline. So
What a waste, huh?
yeah, that would have been a waste.
I know that the concept now is that they don't have to look the same, but that was the concept when they started.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's with Scarlet Witch, right?
Yeah, it's just they're just that's the thing is they're gonna play fast and loose with this shit, and everybody better get used to it.
I think it makes more sense if it's just they're tied to a Nexus of events, and therefore they're the same in every universe.
Yeah.
The only thing is what could get confusing is if they tie the Spider-Verse stuff into the MCU, which I mean the Sony movies did already, or the Spider-Verse movies, but the MCU hasn't acknowledged those movies yet, so I don't know.
I
That's gonna
mean,
get a lot really confusing.
we thought Venom was going to be MCU for a bit. Then
well, apparently they said that shot in the trailer is actually that might be a fake shot.
I hope
which
so.
I mean,
which shot?
The shot where they're in the bar taking the Venom sample, because that was
Yeah.
supposed to be in the MCU, right? Not
Remember,
in the
at the end of No Way Home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was stupid that they even put that in the trailer.
People were so hyped about we're gonna finally get Venom in the MCU, and then they put him back in his regular universe. Oh, what a waste! What a waste!
I'm still trying to figure out how
DiGiorno
Lecter died. Who killed Hannibal Lecter? How did he die? Was it Jason? Did Jason kill him? Maybe it was Freddy. Did Freddy get into Hannibal Lecter's dreams and kill him?
I don't know. Freddy Krueger?
Yeah.
I don't.
One of the biggest pizza companies ever. And then
that's all I can think
they
about
have
is a big
Heineken,
pizza.
right? They got Heineken, the commercials. They got the aviation. They got Jack in the Box.
She's looking for drugs.
Food and booze, man. Food and booze.
They got the
Heinz.
Bachelorette.
They got Heinz, Heinz, and man. And then so last night, I was at home and I was like, I'm gonna watch something. I was in a crappy mood. I'll put it on Wheel of Fortune. It wasn't Wheel of Fortune. It was.
I'm dying to know what this has to do with the Deadpool trailer.
It was.
Huh?
Go back like 10 seconds and look at how confused Campea is.
Bachelorette.
Right.
They got Heinz, Heinz, and man. And then so last night, I was at.
You're like, what are you talking about?
He's like, you just said you're talking about ketchup and pizza, and like what?
Campea's getting hungry.
Yeah, he's losing it. Look at that.
He measures it too. Look, if you watch it later on.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, a few seconds.
He's gonna say something.
Is he dyeing his hair?
Like, I'm gonna watch something. I was in a crappy mood. I'll put it on Wheel of Fortune. It wasn't Wheel of Fortune. It was.
I'm dying to know what this has to do with the Deadpool trailer.
It was Pressure Luck.
Oh my god, that's kind of neat. Like,
he's explaining the marketing.
Yeah,
but he's not though. He's
he's trying to. He's trying to.
And he's trying to, but he's just kind of talking and not saying anything, which I know all about. So.
It was Pressure Luck, right?
All right.
But I caught the ending, and it's a preview of next week. You know, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Yeah.
The whole show next week is not going to be the whammy characters. It's going to be little Wolverines and Deadpools. No Wolvie, no Wolvie. They are going to be a part of a game show too. You mean they're all over the place?
What?
I
What
mean,
the hell
this
is he
movie
talking
is
about?
all over the place. It's
Yeah, they're gonna
crazy
be-
how much.
We have a game show in the United States called Pressure Luck, and basically what it is there's this board, and there's prizes on this board, and the light travels around the board, and then you press a button, and it'll land on a prize or it'll land on a whammy. And a whammy is this evil little gremlin-like creature who points and laughs at you and calls you a loser.
What the hell?
So when the So just get on YouTube and look up Pressure Luck. Particularly look at like early 80s Pressure Lucks. Don't look at the new stuff.
The
Look
contestants
at the
are
old
adults,
stuff.
right? Adults?
Yeah. And it's, I think like somebody like Elizabeth Banks or somebody like that. I don't know. It's got a famous host now, but before it was just a daytime game show in the 80s, right? 70s and 80s. So instead of the whammy who comes and points and laughs at you, they're going to have little Wolverines and Deadpool. So, but when the light's moving around the board and you're getting ready to press your button to stop the light on the prize, not on a whammy, you tell yourself you're like no whammies, come on, no whammies. That's the battle cry when you're.
How do you spell the Rammies? Is it?
It's either it might be WHAMMY.
H
or WHAMMIE. I don't know.
The way he was talking, it sounded like gibberish coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, did it not sound like gibberish just then? Because I'm pretty sure everything I said was gibberish too.
It does sound like gibberish.
Oh yeah, we're still live. We're not even.
You could I'm sure you. I don't know if was it a CBS show?
Yeah, I don't think that ever came to
merchandising.
Canada, but damn, that's.
I found it.
Yeah, play the whammy.
It's like the 80s one. It's like they're in a box, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
I found one from like a very old. It's very old. I have to get rid of this. I can't.
The older one would be the better one.
Okay. I have to get rid of this then. Shit. I have to end the screen.
Really? You can't split screen?
I can replace it.
Isn't it just share screen and then why not just exit close the okay. Oh, whammy like that, okay.
Oh, it's 36 minutes long, so it's probably an episode.
Yeah, no, yeah,
just skip to the part.
It's muted.
Oh, Nana's gonna smoke this dude.
This is a game?
Yeah, you see the little guy, see how it's the board and you've got your prizes and everything shifts, and then somebody will go. So somebody right now is going, no whammies, come on, no whammies.
Who is this guy?
That is the host.
Absolutely. All right, gang. That's where you want to go to.
I don't think he was ever. Let's see what his name was. I don't remember his name. Oh, my dog is barking.
Oh, I thought that was Wicked Dragon Stable for a second.
It looks like the Price is Right with the.
Yeah, Elizabeth Banks does host the new one.
Yeah, she does.
Right.
I saw that.
Who was my favorite game show host of all time is Bert Convy. Bert Convy was also in the Cannonball Run.
The Rammies.
Todd Newton.
Got a whammy. So
that gentleman's name is Todd Newton.
Skip to a part where they land on a whammy.
Oh, no, wait. That's Peter Tamarkin. Hello,
Where's
Peter. How are you?
Just look in the thumbnail.
Oh.
The Rammy is the gremlin, right? Like these.
That's Eunice Pusser from Valdosta, Georgia. She's about to get 4 G's on one spin. Let's go, Nana.
That in the Rammy.
Oh, he got a whammy. Oh, here, watch. Oh, no, let it play.
What did they do? They erase everything, take everything from you?
Yeah, man, whammy's gonna come clean
you
out.
just bankrupt if you're not a Rammy. They take all your money away that you won.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God, that's cruel. Look at this.
You don't want no whammies. That's why they say no whammies.
This woman better hope she does not land on a Rammy because she's gonna lose 10 grand.
Nana wants to quit now while she's ahead.
Yeah. Oh my God, everything's taken. Oh my God, that's cruel. That's cruel. Oh my God.
Yeah, but now today they make it easy because it's Elizabeth Banks who has to let you down, and that just happens to be a little bit easier.
Yeah, because they don't want like a famous person to turn you down, right? Like
I wonder what the whammies look like now. I wonder if they're like fancy CGI whammies.
Let me see if I can find. Okay, I have to pull this out first because I don't want.
Fwammy. Fwammy, fwammy. Shouldn't you be watching wrestling, Aaron?
It looks the
There's
same.
no wrestling tonight. Well, there's Collision, but I'm not watching that.
Yeah. They look the same. They're just the same cheap kind of.
Like the red little guy and hold on.
I thought they would have at least spent a little bit of money on some new animation after all this time. Brush them teeth, girl.
It looked the drawings on the board look the same.
Yeah, I don't have YouTube Premium, so.
Brusha.
Yeah, it's like hand drawn animation. It looks very like stilted.
Here we go. This is more updated.
Legendary animator.
Oh,
I have
thought
it
that was-
up here too.
Here.
Actually, yeah, we're watching the same video.
Look show.
19 minutes. You could see it. 19 minutes.
19 minutes? Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
there's
are the
that
same. Oh, except they're like a boy. They have new.
But they shouldn't use Deadpool Wolverine. They're heroes. They shouldn't be taking money away from you. It should be the villains. They should use the villains instead, not good guys to steal money from
Oh,
you.
Deadpool taking money. He saved you.
Yeah,
baby.
he isn't Deadpool's whole thing is he takes your money.
Yeah,
and
he's
then
like cheap and like he's always gonna stick you with the check. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but he shouldn't take money from innocent people winning on a game show. Like, he's the good guy.
I think he would.
Yeah, he would.
Wolverine be like, then Wolverine should be like, give that back.
They're not any of the 9 people in his photo that made John
I think
Campea.
Wolverine would
I-
rob
I-
him too, honestly.
I thought this guy here on the left was Keenan Thompson for a second when it first popped him up. Oh, I thought it was Keenan, but it's not. His name was Terrell.
Huh.
Melissa.
Deadpool and Wolverine should end this way. Okay?
Oh man.
Deadpool and Wolverine ends with Deadpool dying. Okay? And Wolverine, Ghost Rider, Spider-Man, and the Hulk become the Fantastic Four.
Oh man. You know, actually speaking about this movie, how come they never gave us a Red Band trailer? Like they really want kids to see this movie, don't they?
Oh, yeah. There wasn't a red. I thought there was a red band.
No, there wasn't.
There was not.
They weren't green band, were they? They just didn't have a
No.
band, right?
Yeah, they just didn't have a band.
Okay. Yeah. That's
But
how
yeah,
they
I don't think
like
we've
that.
seen blood in the trailer at all. Or okay, when the guy gets shot, it was like
There is blood.
what? Yeah, a little bit of blood, but I want to see a lot of
Out
blood.
there
Yeah, bleed.
for
Yeah, if
the
there's
yeah,
not a
they're
lot of
pushing-
blood in the movie,
Then
it's kind of point off.
the way they could do is have a lot of blood come in, and Morbius can make his cameo and suck up the blood.
No, we got to see Wolverine cut up. I want to
Did you
see.
see
I
what
want
the
to. I want to see that
Morbius
yellow
director
tube.
said?
What? It'd be funny
Right.
if Blade made a cameo in this movie. Like,
Maybe.
Blade, you're in this. What are you doing in this movie? Don't you have your own movie? That ain't happening. So I'm gonna
what,
be in this
what was the
movie.
grassy saying though?
The director of Morbius.
What did he
Oh.
say?
I shouldn't have directed that movie.
He said that?
Man,
yeah.
that's sad. Hey, at least it's
Perhaps-
not Madam Web.
Perhaps this movie was not for me.
Yeah, at least it's not Madam Reb.
Yeah, I mean
That's
Morbius was the Madam Web of its like 2 years ago, but now,
It's better. It's better than Madam Reb.
yeah,
There's not much to say though.
yeah, not by a lot.
Yeah.
I haven't. I mean, I see a lot. I watch a lot of movies. See a lot of movies, man. I haven't been as entertained by a movie as I was by Twisters in a long time. Furiosa was different, just because it was, it's just part of something bigger. Twisters almost felt new,
Hmm.
It was fun, and
Well, they haven't really done like disaster movies. The past few years haven't been really good. Like, right?
No, I mean, what was the last big disaster movie in
I
the
have
last
no
5
idea.
years?
Moonfall.
Moonfall was a bust.
Moonfall was just all the ideas they had for the third Independence Day movie that they didn't get to make.
Well, yeah, I'm not surprised they didn't make a third Independence movie because the second one
Wasn't Moonfall like wasn't it like a Chinese production company that made it with
They co-financed it, yeah.
yeah, okay.
10 was it 10 cent?
10 Cent. Oh shit, they make movies?
I
Oh,
think
shit.
so. I think it was 10 cent. Let me see.
Like the
see.
10
Cent
Cent
lie.
that makes video
But
games.
let's focus though
Right.
on
It's
this
gonna be
piece of marketing, this trailer.
Yeah.
That's what we're here to talk about.
So
Is this
mean.
trailer? So I mean,
Yeah, 10
again,
cent
I thought there
pictures.
were so many heartfelt
Oh, Tencent
Oh
Pictures.
wow.
And Huai Brothers.
Okay.
moments, and then in a beautiful Deadpool way, it ends with all this heaviness in the trailer. It ends with pew pew pew, and then the way Wolverine says stop it, and he keeps his hand, just goes pew. So it was perfect. Like that's
I do want to see Wolverine interact with Spider-Man someday. I do want to see that.
And let's hope that Spider-Man is not Tom Holland.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think this Wolverine will definitely have a better connection with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I just
Well,
feel like,
yeah,
Or
I
just
mean,
a
why
new-
wouldn't
or
they
just
do
a
that?
new Peter
Yeah.
Parker altogether.
or a new one, but like some
They got to do Toby and Hugh Jackman.
The problem with
Let's
Tom
go
Holland's
with that.
Spider-Man, he's too awkward. Too awkward.
Andrew
don't think-
Garfield's playing Jesus. It's going to be a real problem for him to come back to anything like this again.
He's playing Jesus. I mean,
Yeah, he's playing
Jewish.
modern day Jesus for Martin Scorsese.
he is Jewish, so he might as well play Jesus.
He's only the next Martin Scorsese.
He's Jewish, right? So he should play Jesus. Technically.
Yeah, maybe if he was a bit darker.
Ah,
that's not just great Deadpool. That's Marvel.
it's Marvel.
That's Marvel.
That's Marvel. Look, everybody. That's
That's
Marvel.
Marvel.
What the
Hey,
hell are
RJ.
you talking about?
They
I
don't
can't
know.
believe they put that in the movie, this part.
Dude, just like he's just there to fill like air. He loves hearing himself talk.
The whip, that little joke, that was like, that defines Marvel. Okay.
Tell me if you agree, Blonde. I've talked to Aaron about this. Like, if this movie's so unbelievably successful, right?
Right.
Does the entire MCU become a victim of this movie's success, where they kind of get pushed into having to deliver something like this every time, where it's got to be multiversal, like
I'm looking for consistency of the MCU.
You know what
That's
I
what I'm
mean?
looking for. I'm looking for consistency.
Hold on. Wait. I mean, isn't that kind of what happened though? I feel like if this movie is successful, it's just gonna be the same problem that they had before. Because it's like,
Where they
okay,
have
if you
to
do,
make everything edgy and like, with a certain hard-edged earnestness, and it's got to break the fourth
Yeah.
wall. And
they're gonna double down. Well, I mean, it depends. Like, if the movie is really funny and the jokes are, I don't know, a lot different from what we've gotten before in the MCU, then they're gonna try to ham it up. I don't know. I definitely think if this movie is successful, yeah, all these other movies are gonna have to now emulate this.
yeah,
success.
that's what I'm afraid.
I don't think so.
I think what I'm looking for.
Well,
is
I
just
mean, the
consistency.
thing is, this movie's emulating No Way Home's success. It's
I'm
just
just
a
looking for
different,
consistency from Marvel. Consistency.
a different section
Good
of Marvel.
consistency.
I think
Not
like,
What kind of consistency, though? You're talking creative consistency, or
Yes.
consistency in quality?
You can't have
Like,
one
there's-
good movie or one good Disney show, and then the next show
So
movie be
you're
bad.
looking for a consistency in quality, because playing in different genres and in different eras,
What I mean, Degrassi, this movie can be good, right? But then Agatha has to be a hit too. That's
Yeah, so you're talking about consistency and quality.
and quality,
Not-
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I mean that's all I'm looking for.
Yeah.
In anything really, just quality.
Because we see what
And I like
we
I
see
like
from we
absolute
see from the
trash,
Sony.
man.
We see from the
Even trash
exactly.
has quality.
We see from the Sonyverse, the Spider-Man stuff. Besides Spider-Verse and Tom Holland Spider-Man, we see what that negative consistency, right?
Yeah, that's I don't know what happened there, man. That's when you let AI make your movie.
Yeah. Hey RJ, what were we gonna say, RJ?
Oh, nothing. I was just gonna say, I think if anything, if this movie's successful, the big thing you'll probably see is them probably push for more R-rated stuff. Like they'll feel a little bit more emboldened to do like an R-rated Blade movie or something.
Kevin Feige just did come out today in an interview, basically saying that Blade will be rated R. I guess officially.
Well, he didn't say it direct. He did it in a very coy way where it's like he didn't want to say that, but he's like, well, if it fits the character, you know.
First, there has to be.
It's kind of like you got to read between the lines sometimes what he says. You know.
He doesn't. To me, he doesn't feel. To me, he doesn't feel confident in the movie.
No, I don't think that's it. I think it's just they don't want to hedge their bets on it just yet. But they're still probably waiting their. I don't even know if they know what they want Blade to be.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch something that no one else can watch. Ha ha ha.
I know what it is.
No, you don't.
Oh, it's not what you told
It's
me.
not that.
Oh.
No, it's the new 4K transfer of the Terminator.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't know. I got here late, so I didn't know what the whole conversation was going into.
Oh, we're just talking basically about this trailer and John Campea's reaction to it. How almost made him cry, and how hype he is, and how he's excited.
I'm back.
Maybe it's just me. Probably not though. It feels like he's kind of hyping himself up a little bit too much, or hyping up the movie too much to an audience.
Yeah.
Because he won't. This is like the only movie he talks about, like on his show consistently. Have you noticed that with his channel? He's always been the main topic for the last 2 or 3 months.
I mean, there is a lot of excitement for this movie. I'm excited to see this movie because, fuck, man, hurry up! I want to see it. I feel like it should have came out earlier.
Well, it was gonna come out, but then the strikes happened. So
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's just John Campea, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think this will be a good movie, but I will just say this up front. I've been transparent. I think if this makes $1 billion, it just barely makes $1 billion. I don't think it's going to be like a 1.5, $1.8 billion movie. Not even close. Not even remotely close.
Yeah.
You don't think it's going to make $2 billion, $3 billion?
Hell no. No chance.
No chance.
Like I said, I stick to this. I still think the top grossing movie of this year is going to be Inside Out 2. I don't see any other movie beating that this year.
Mm-hmm.
Could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I just don't see anything else challenging it for that spot because it's still climbing. It's like 1.4 billion right now.
It would be. I mean,
I do think this makes $1 billion though because I see the excitement. It's palatable. I will say though, I was really surprised too this weekend. I had a feeling because we've been talking about it so much too. But at least in my area, Twisters is doing super well. It's been selling out premium
It's
screens.
doing very well.
Or close to selling out. So I'm happy that movie's doing pretty well. But
Wednesday night, I was at a preview Wednesday night in IMAX, and it was a full house, and it played extremely well. So everybody was pleased.
Yeah.
Most of the audience didn't pay, but
yeah. Well, when they don't pay, they're probably a little bit more happy. But yeah,
that's part of the deal, RJ.
No, I know. That's part of why they do those. Yeah, no. What was I saying? Yeah, I mean, I think there's a tangible excitement for this. What the biggest question I have is, right? I think it's going to open big, but is it going to have repeat viewing in the weeks to come? Because August I mean, outside of Alien Romulus, August is kind of a wash month, to be honest. I mean, I don't see Borderlands connecting. I don't see The Crow connecting. Could be wrong.
I don't know if I see Alien Romulus connecting, but despite how good it is.
Well, right now it's tracking at 50.
That's well. How much did Covenant make back in 2017?
I think it was 70 opening. I'll go.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because I feel like after Covenant, this is like it's kind of like imploded the franchise a little bit. I mean,
Covenant was last.
You know, I think
The
people are
lortism, the people with lortism are gonna hate it.
Oh, I don't care. I just want to see a good Alien movie.
Well, you don't have alien lortism. There are people that have lortism for everything, RJ, and there are
Is it-
most
well-
definitely people with alien lortism.
Is it? Well, let me ask you this: Is the Alien?
I was wrong. It was not 70.
How much
I was
it?
totally off the mark.
What was it?
It was 36.
Whew. Ouch.
Yeah, it was,
What
I
is
mean,
the
actually,
alien-
it almost looks like a bomb.
Well, because that makes sense though. Because remember when I went to go see Alien Covenant, I went to go see it opening day Friday. It was the big screen theater, like the premium screen. I was the only person in the theater with like my dad and I think my grandma. I took to go see it for some reason. I don't remember.
It
why.
only made
I won't pay to see
240
Ridley Scott movie.
million
I
worldwide.
refuse.
Yeah, but that's what I mean though. Like
roughly
I
the same
don't.
age as my father. I'm not gonna go see a movie my dad made.
Well, I was gonna ask Degrassi, is the alien lore babies? Are they gonna be mad because it's like doesn't connect with the original Ridley Scott movie, or is it gonna be the aliens James Cameron bros that are gonna be mad?
Who
Oh, it's
even
gonna
cares
be
about
everyone.
alien lore?
Oh, it's gonna be
It's been
everyone.
fucked
Okay.
up.
Okay.
It's good. The people are gonna hate that what they did. No, they're out there blinded. Trust me. Right?
Well, they were mad. They were mad at Prometheus, and that came out. And that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
They're gonna no. This one goes places where none of their gone before.
Well, it seems like I mean, maybe there is something in the movie that's a bit deeper than what they've shown. Because like so far, the movie's just kind of highlighted, hey, it's Fede Alvarez. He does horror movies. Look at these like young 20-year-old.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely got everything going for it, but the fact that it's an alien movie.
Yeah. Like honestly, if this was just a normal Fede Alvarez horror movie that was connected to Alien, it probably would do better. But
I'm
because
just
it's
calling it
Alien,
like I
it's got to
see
be
it.
associated with that IP, and people might be sick of Alien by now.
I think it depends. I think if it's more. I think it is going to be like just Evil Dead in space. It's going to be like really hardcore. That's my guess. But
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I think it looks really good. I just
as
want
if
to
it's
see
like
it.
It's really
that
no
other
more.
movie that he made. I forget.
It's
I hated that.
It's really no more hardcore than
Don't
than-
breathe. Yeah.
than,
Don't breathe.
what was it? Covenant.
I'm playing
You
the
know.
Wikipedia. Alien Wellness is going to be taking place between aliens and alien and aliens.
Yes, it takes place
Oh, so
between
it's like
alien and aliens.
Between the original. Okay.
Yeah,
And
it's an
I've said
intercreek.
this
It's an
before.
interco. It's not.
Yes, and it. Oh man.
See, what I
Christ,
wonder
it
is because Alien Covenant was a prequel to the original Alien, right?
No, those Prometheus and Covenant are out the window. They don't
matter anymore.
Yeah, because
No.
they were setting up
Oh,
something.
okay, because I thought Ridley Scott was pushing for them to do something with David in either Romulus or the TV show.
Oh, you can throw all that out.
Okay, so
yeah.
not come back. They're done with David.
That whole David.
I can't say that Michael I can't say that they won't ever use it, but I'm saying that it doesn't really factor into what's going on right now.
Okay, because I thought Ridley
with
Scott
the show, this movie, or the next one.
Okay. See, I was gonna ask too if you guys think they're gonna do another AVP movie because the Predator's doing really well after Prey. Like it's kind of
Yes, they are. They're not. It's unavoidable.
It's Disney,
Did
right?
they announce Prey's sequel though? They're having like another.
Well,
There's
it's
two
not really.
Predators.
Well, there's going to be a direct sequel to Prey, but then they're also doing another movie, which is like what Predator Badlands or something, which is set in the future.
There's 2 Predator movies in development.
Mhm.
Only one's been greenlit.
I hope they make a sequel to Prey because you could do a story about what the last scene of the movie set up and like how the pistol ended up back with the Predators.
And
Yeah.
I mean, Paramount's got some stuff going on this weekend, but I don't suspect they'll announce a Terminator relaunch this weekend. But you never know.
Oh man,
If they're going to
Yeah,
preview
I mean,
if they're
Skydance.
previewing the anime, if they're previewing the anime, then they will probably just announce that something's happening without any details.
What?
Just
Yeah.
maybe
What
a soft
can you
date.
do with
Yeah, Skydance is.
Terminator?
I'm gonna be curious what Skydance. What's his name? David Ellison. Like, what his vision for these IPs is going to be ultimately. Who he puts
Well,
in charge.
it's not all him really. His sister too.
What's her name? Megan Ellison.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Though I'm just curious what their vision for these IPs are going to be, because I know people are like a little nervous about what's going to happen to Star Trek. What they're going to do with that kind of. They're going to keep going with the TV stuff. You think they're going to sell the IPs off to another person, or you think they're going to sell?
They're selling everything else.
Would they sell Star Trek too?
I don't know.
Well, why would they want to sell it though? Why not keep it in house?
Because it costs too much to produce.
I guess.
There's
Can't you go cheaper?
no.
I mean, you can make a cheaper.
They
Star
tried. Yeah, they've tried that. It's not how that works.
What if
It's not the boys where you try to where you have to spend less season after season to the point where you get to your final season and you have no money left. So you have to shoot everything in one room.
Well, that's a scary thought.
But isn't that a lot of TV shows though?
Well, yeah,
I mean,
that's
like
what really
these
happens.
companies.
That's most TV shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't want to pay out everybody once they don't want to have
the
like
further the further along a show goes, the cheaper it looks.
Isn't that
the cast gets smaller?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that especially the case though if a show goes past a fourth season because they had to pay more royalties?
Yeah, anytime it goes longer.
But it also depends on the number of episodes in a season.
Yeah, they don't want to. It's still stupid though. I mean, like.
What my favorite thing is when was the strike? When was the
strike
it's been 7 months, right? 8 months.
Yeah, the strike was like July to December, I want to say.
November.
Okay.
Active strike is July to November.
So July to November.
It's changed.
Because I remember they got the deal done right after the Marvels came out.
Right after. Rooms still aren't staffed. Writers still aren't getting paid. Nothing's changed.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I know it was reported yesterday or the day before that the AMTP they reached a deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they avoided a strike. I mean, I don't know if that's gonna help things, but I mean,
what with IATSE?
Yeah, IATSE.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the writer strike. The resolution of the writer strike and the actor strike has not changed anything.
Well, yeah. Little guys are probably still getting screwed.
From prior to. Nothing has changed.
That means you're going to have another strike in 2 years.
Or sooner.
No, it won't be sooner because it's all 3-year contracts.
3 years, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's 2 years now, isn't it?
Well, it depends, right? If they really fucking need them, then.
Well, 2.5 years
unless shit gets hairy come November through January and there's a general strike in the United States and everybody decides to stop going to work.
I don't know if that's going to happen. It would be nice if there's some change, but yeah.
It'd be nice to get paid doing nothing.
Not even that, just so like
Hollywood's going to move to Canada. That's what's going to happen. They're going to move to Canada.
They can move to
they already moved to Canada.
I know.
They'll move to fucking.
Well, don't come here, man. It's already fucking expensive, like crazy.
Bosnia, and they love to shoot in Eastern Europe. But the thing is that's probably not going to be much fun again if certain things go a certain way.
Yeah,
being in Eastern Europe won't be. I wouldn't want to be there, especially if I were an American.
Well, maybe they'll go to.
If I was in the pornography business.
Well, they're building a lot of. I noticed that like Warner Brothers is building a lot more studios over in the UK. They're building the giant DC Studios place over there, so they're trying to like build places outside the US already.
But that's not why. I mean, it's not.
Well, I know I'm not saying that's why, but like they're already kind of.
They've also dumped hundreds of millions into their facilities in LA too. So.
Yeah.
I mean, London's always been a big filming's always
The
been
Warner Brothers lot's going through a massive expansion, massive in California.
You're gonna have the Zack Snyder people in front of expansions, demanding the Zack Snyder return to Warner Brothers.
Well, yeah, well, here, this is something that kind of irked me. I know you guys probably saw that report. It said, "Oh, Warner Brothers Discovery is going to split into 2 different companies again."
Yeah, I saw that.
And like my whole
I
thing,
did not see that.
yeah,
That's
but
crazy.
here's the thing though: everyone was running with that, but it only said that Zaslav was considering that. It didn't say he was gonna.
It's not. No, an analyst who worked for them previously posted an op-ed in the Financial Times saying, "This is what I think Warner Bros. Discovery should do." And then every single journalist in entertainment and otherwise ran with it like it was a done deal.
Well, just like that. What was it? That Bank of America analyst too that they were writing about, saying, "Oh, the company's in trouble. They need to sell it." You know, it's like
that's what I'm talking about, RJ. That's where it started.
Oh, okay.
What did they say though? Like how split it into in terms of?
Well, basically they said that like the report.
It's the same thing that they did when it's this. Basically, they spin off into another company. It's the same thing that Warner Brothers did.
But like
when the Discovery takeover was happening.
So you mean separate them again? Like now?
Well, yeah, you separate.
So
you separate streaming and the IP from. So basically, you would take the Discovery part, which is all the cable networks and all that stuff, spin it off into another company that has all the debt, and then you'd make another company, which would be the studio, the streaming service, and all the IPs.
Yeah.
A new company.
That sounds like a fucking mess.
Yeah,
no, listen, there are companies in this world. I was speaking from personal experience. Okay, that operate on the model of bankruptcy.
Yeah,
They buy a company, they run it into the ground, right? They get subsidized by the government in bankruptcy, right? They rename that very same company and start all over again.
Right.
Yeah.
Usually takes 5, 7, 10 years, but it's a cycle.
But
bankruptcy as a business model, it's incredibly lucrative for those that can get into it.
Yeah. Well, that was what I was reading too. Like that report from the analysts or whatever, they're saying like that Warner Brothers Discovery is so debt ridden that the only way to like get rid of the debt is to like spin it off into its own company that has all the debt, so you can make a new company that doesn't have the debt. So basically, the cable network company would be settled with the debt, and then you make the new company, which is the more lucrative one. That one's the one that will be fine and not have as much debt.
It would be Warner Brothers Pictures, Warner Brothers Studio, like the movie, TV, animation, and then HBO, basically going back to the way it was before.
Which that's crazy to me, because it's like, okay, we're just gonna go back to the way things were before. Why'd you even change? I don't know. I don't understand like corporate stuff or like business or like the money side of it. It's just so weird to me.
Warner Brothers should just buy AEW from 20.
I don't even think they know what they're doing, to be honest.
They should just buy AEW, man. Just get AEW.
Well, I thought Warner Brothers was due. I mean, this is why I'm so confused.
No. See, that's the thing, RJ. Is that the studio, like the movie studio, like film and TV and that shit is fine.
That's what I was saying. Like I thought they were.
They are like the movie studio, like on the production, and they are flush. Right, that's why I just said that's massive. They're not canceling this expansion, these studio expansions here or overseas. Right,
it's all the streaming stuff that they got issues with.
Even Max is, I believe Max or whatever it will be called will be part of the end that's flush with cash. Max isn't going to go with the debt end, and Max is going to go with HBO and the movie studio. So, it'll be. I'm curious to see how they'll break it up if they do. But when Discovery bought, or when the M&A happened, whatever it was, the merger and acquisition happened, they spun off into another company that I forget what it's called, what the name of it has a specific name. Yeah, I don't know. It's messed up. But the thing is it doesn't. I know what a lot of people are thinking, and that's not what this means.
Right.
Oh, what?
You know,
Gonna shutter the studio or cancel all these projects?
yeah, that just like I got a couple of, the Russos are going back to Marvel. You know what this means for DC, don't you? Yeah, no, no, it doesn't.
What the hell?
Yeah, that DC's done. They can't compete anymore. It's over. They're washed. Yeah.
No, RJ. But even more obvious than that. You know, the only person that can compete with the Russos at Marvel for DC is Zack Snyder.
Oh yeah, I did see.
What?
I did see
Did
that.
people
Yeah,
watch Civil War?
no. What happened was that when that was announced, you had people going, "See, Marvel brought back the Russos. Why can't DC bring back Zack
You
Snyder?"
bring back Zack Snyder.
Yeah, because the Russo brothers made the money.
Remember, Civil War came out like a month after BVS. Most of that
Well,
better movie.
I was gonna say too. I don't think Warner Brothers is as desperate as Marvel is to bring back Zack Snyder. You know.
Yeah, but Zack Snyder made them no money, so why would they bring him
That's
back?
what I'm saying. Like they're not at a state where they'd even want to consider that.
The Avenger movies. It's not like James
Even if Warner Brothers was in the dump, they wouldn't even consider that. What the hell?
That's
so stupid.
James Gunn has some input in the Avenger movies too. After.
Yeah.
The Russo brothers coming back makes. I mean, you could say they're desperate, but it's like no one. The only other person who made Avengers movies was Joss Whedon, and we know that's not.
You can't at least not yet.
Yeah. So it's like you're not. I mean, the reason why they couldn't lock down a director was because, who is going to want to direct an Avengers movie? That's super
Destin
stressful.
Daniel Cretton was attached, but he dipped.
Yeah, and I bet he dipped because it was probably
too much
for him. Like,
I bet you there's a few directors who probably.
Well, what I'm curious about is that Sean Levy turned it down. That one kind of surprised me because they were reporting that he was in early talks too. So I'm wondering why he said no. If he said no, I know the reason
said that he wants to do Star Wars.
Is that he wants to do a Star Wars movie, but I think it's probably more than that.
I mean, the thing is, if you make Avengers movies, like it's like a totally different kind of.
Well, it's a lot. It's a lot of money.
Here's the thing.
Energy.
Warner Brothers. Civil War, BVS. Which was the better movie, 2016?
Well, yeah, we know.
Like, come on.
But it's like I don't know why they would even make that comparison. It's like you could say that if Zack Snyder made them money, but it's like that whole there's like a bunch of fucking drama there. They're not going back to that.
No, and here's the thing. Yeah, the Russo brothers are going back because maybe they're trying to save their career because it's leaving Marvel. I mean, Zack Snyder hasn't exactly hit the ballpark since he left. I mean, Warner Brothers either, right? Like Army of the Dead wasn't like a major hit. Rebel Moon sucked. Like,
I mean, Zack Snyder was only like successful because he made DC movies. That's it. Like, 300 is probably like his biggest hit. I mean, and Dawn of the Dead is a remake of an already established franchise. So, like, whoa. And he did Watchmen wasn't that big of a success either, but.
Well, did you see that they're doing a Rebel Moon podcast?
Oh, yeah. DeGrassi brought that up earlier. Mm. Oh, my God, a podcast. That's not. I'm surprised you're going to do a third movie. Netflix isn't going to be a third movie. It's like, why? Netflix, right? When the shows don't do very well, they cancel the shows. Man, those Rebel Moon movies, they should not greenlit a third movie with Zack Snyder. No, don't do it. Don't greenlight a third movie. Didn't he say that he can plan like do 6 or 7 movies or something like that? Rebel Moon.
Like I think in total there would be 6.
That ain't happening. That's not gonna happen. And here's the thing: the Russo brothers, like before Marvel, they wrote some pretty good. They directed some pretty fun episodes for TV shows too. Before, Not
Who
the
is-
movie.
Shows?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a Community and You, Me, and Dupree.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Right? Heavy, 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 light, light, light. Heavy, heavy, heavy,
Heavy,
light.
heavy,
At
heavy,
least
light,
when
light, light.
Marvel is firing on all
And
cylinders.
did you catch that? I just brought it up on screen. That the Deadpool scene from
From Wolverine Origin.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
John, you caught that was
Yeah.
actually in the trailer. I thought that was great. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's patio, Raspberry Melon.
Why? How come we did? He should have done the mint sponsor in this for this segment.
Wait, did he film himself drinking the water?
Yeah.
That's funny.
See?
At
Why
least
did you do? Why did you do the?
he doesn't
Why did you do?
the what's it called? God, I know there's an advertising term for it. I can't remember what it is. Anyway,
He should have done the mint one.
like what Screen Rant does, where they go, anytime this show made me feel anxious, and anytime I'm feeling anxious, I make sure to hit this vape. And then they advertise some kind of anti-anxiety vape product.
Why did he? Why did he?
That's
use
that's
the mint,
dystopian to me.
Why did you use the Mint Mobile advertisements for this? It would have been perfect for this segment.
Does he like to act like Ryan Reynolds called him up and said, "Hey man, will you advertise my phone?"
The Canadian brothers. They're both
It's
Canadian,
like,
man.
Canadian brother, you want to sponsor my show?
Yeah, exactly. Right, blind to the Canadian. That's why they didn't talk to each other all the time. But Canadian brothers.
And lemon lime. Turn your ordinary.
It's fantastic. It's wonderful. The original
You cried,
Deadpool
Chris?
is a romance at its heart, right? And that's what this is too. It's about this deep love for your friends and your family, and it happens to also have, Lady Deadpool and pegging jokes and tons of cocaine references.
This poor woman.
It's filled with heart, but also profanity and nasty, and that's what we're all here for. I love the
Yeah,
wrong
so we're here for nastiness in a Disney movie.
guy line because it works on so many levels of being this multiverse of what Wolverine's character is like, but even down to the casting of Hugh Jackman. He is the
Hugh
X-Men,
Jackman.
right? He is who we associate with Marvel probably above all else, even though it's
That was the problem with the X-Men. That's the problem with the X-Men. That Hugh Jackman.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It was, but I mean, they were movies of their time,
Yeah.
You just have to look.
I can't watch any of them anymore.
Really, not even like Days of Future Past or X2.
Yeah, they're just hard watches, man. They just reek of an era and person that.
Oh, yeah.
It's just he's
Your stuff.
yeah, he's just the association with him is, I think, overall tainted his product for me, except for maybe The Usual Suspects.
Yeah, but that one
box, right? When we
you see too,
Yeah.
Yeah, but they cancel each other out.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
I just remember watching Robert Barnett on stream one day doing this observation, and he called Bryan Singer up live on stream.
Did he?
Yeah,
I mean, there's-
like 2020.
I know he filmed that freaking Superman Returns documentary.
Mm-hmm. It was like right early in the pandemic. I think he did it.
he's in Superman Returns.
Is he? That's why the movie failed.
Anyway,
Think about Marvel
yeah,
Comics.
they were both given a hand up by the same Hollywood design and production legend
He
when
worked
they
on
were
the
young men.
He worked on the production for Lord of the Rings.
He worked for Pellerin and he worked for Michael Pellerin for Lord of the Rings. He didn't work. Yeah, he worked on the behind the scenes with BTS packages and EPKs and stuff. That's why he thinks that nobody does that anymore, is because nobody asks him to. Oh, they put
He was
special
supposed to be
features
this
on movies
small,
anymore.
angry dude,
Well, they
and
do,
instead
Bob.
it's
Now
It's not
he
you.
has his own production company now, Why with a Friend, and now like they're doing the first film. I forget what it's called. Like Katie Sackhoff is going to be part of it.
It is
The
What
streaming,
are you
right?
talking about? The movie? Are you talking about the movie that?
The first thing they're gonna release for his new production company. I forget who really.
It's a podcast, and it's a crowdfund too.
Oh,
Don't be fooled by the Variety article that fails to mention that it's a Kickstarter and that it needs to be crowdfunded.
What were we talking about? I just came back.
Robert Barber's next new project, like new venture.
Who?
Robert Barber's next new venture.
Oh yeah, that yeah.
No wonder he hasn't been on Campea stream.
Huge Jackman, right?
Huge
Yeah,
Jackman.
And he is
what's going on with Robert Meyer Burnett? He hasn't been on the show in like almost like what, a month and a half.
Yeah.
Where the hell has he been?
Campea finally realized he's never going to get his money back. Is that?
Oh man.
Oh well. Oh yeah. I know you're making some jokes, but yeah, I did see like
Am I?
Well, no, it probably didn't happen. I'm just saying,
He owes a lot of people money. RJ.
Yeah, that's right. What I was saying though is that I saw that he got that article in Variety where they announced like his production company or whatever that is.
Yeah.
They're doing like audio dramas, I think, or I don't know what it was. I really didn't pay much attention to or like read the article. I saw the headline.
It's a Kickstarter.
It's a Kickstarter. It's not, like a fully. Oh wow, okay.
That made Variety. Come on.
Apparently, yeah.
Like you can cook up any kind of press release, and
yeah, that's true.
Especially if you have any kind of representation.
Well, I remember Variety were the ones who published the whole story about Mikey Sutton's Dreamwalker. The live.
Oh yeah, you can. I mean,
yeah.
Any like they gotta fill space, man, and they cook anything up, make it sound official enough, especially if you have any kind of modicum of representation. Yeah, you can get a press release out there for any old bullshit you can cook up. It's really, you see it every day,
become this character, and he originally wasn't even supposed to be him. It was supposed to be
Campea exposed.
I did see that.
The thing about this Kickstarter that Bob and Mike Bodden are doing is that the writer behind the project is legit, Max Allen Collins, right?
Yeah.
And all of the talent that is involved with this project, like all the voice talent and stuff, is it's all high quality stuff. So I'm not going to bag on the project, but however, I am going to bag on the way they're attempted to market it initially, and my extreme dislike for both Bob Burnett and his partner Mike Bodden. So yeah, I won't say hate because hate's a strong word. But
you call him Trump Bob.
Yeah, you don't want two people you don't want to give your money to.
God.
Remember
so
Axanar?
So many levels of having that line in there that
a little Star Trek fan film called Axanar.
Yes, wasn't there like a huge lawsuit about that?
There were multiple lawsuits.
No, I never heard of it.
Part of it? Yeah, look up the saga of Alec Peters and Star Trek Axanar.
But Barbara was part of that?
Yeah.
Oh.
And even though he's on the right side of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's not. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you can only get away with so much shit before you have to, pull your punches and get the fuck out. So
this iconic role that is one of the trademarks of his entire catalog is this part where he was the wrong guy who made sense ultimately. I'm thrilled to see more of Cassandra Nova in this. I love how heartfelt that line of I've been waiting for this team up for a long time.
I feel like that's one of the most understated parts of the movie that people are kind of ignoring, is that Cassandra Nova's in this and she's the villain. So I hope she's a good villain.
I hope, yeah. Hopefully,
because I feel like they've kind of like hit her like not well. They've showcased her, but they've kind of like hidden her away in the marketing. A lot of it, at least. So I'm just curious, like
Right, they tried to sell that it was that it was actually Professor X at first, but they came off that pretty quick.
Yeah, I think Cassandra Nova probably works in a better context for this. I mean, depending on what the story they're telling is, and I mean, did they really want to get poor old Patrick Stewart back in the damn yellow wheelchair again?
It'll like one more time, sure, but then I think going forward it'll probably be James McAvoy.
Yeah, well, I hate even bringing this up because I don't want to put it in the air. Just also too like, if you're going to bring back Patrick Stewart, you kind of got to do it pretty soon. You got to get that going.
Same if you want to bring back Magneto, you guys do it soon.
Yeah, I mean, like if you want to use these guys for one last thing in Secret Wars or whatever, you got to hurry up and do it.
And if you could do the Golden prequel for Lord of the Rings, you might have to use Mickey McCall soon too.
They've got plenty of footage. They can still be in whatever they need them to be in.
Oh no, they got archival footage and other means, unethical means. They could do something, but
I challenged Chad Stileski to put Sean Connery in Highlander.
You know what? I wouldn't be opposed to that. Have him play Ramirez.
No,
again.
I want fucking Sean Connery to play Ramirez.
That's that. I'm down for that. Have Henry Cavill play opposite Sean Connery Ramirez.
Scott Adkins should have got that part, man. Henry Cavill's not gonna. They could have sold that movie to 20 different territories for more money than it will ever make here with Henry Cavill if they put Scott Adkins in it instead.
Yeah,
but whatever.
I think it's just they wanted a big name.
Henry Cavill.
He's not a big name.
Well, a perceived big name.
Perceived in like North America and the United Kingdom and outside of there, unsellable. Unsaleable.
He is a big name. He dated Gina Carano.
Hey, no one's asked Gina if she's going to be in Deadpool and Wolverine. Her character.
As Angel Dust, whoever her name is.
Is Angel Dust going to come back?
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if she
maybe archive footage, but nah.
Oh my god. Okay, Red, take care. I'll check Tony's stream later. I'm done this.
Why?
They're probably going to talk about, because they're talking about Gaming Geeks tonight. It's more pop culture stuff tonight.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, every Saturday.
Something different, huh?
Yeah.
Time felt, because it also is, and I know I've said this before, it's two best friends who get to work together on something they've wanted to do for so long.
Yeah.
And you just feel that love there. Even this movie, and I don't think it will be, but even if it is just an absolute warm fart on a cold toilet seat, I am so excited. I think it's going to be so lovely. I think if they totally just crap this movie, it's still going to be beautiful.
That's a good thing. A warm fart on a cold toilet seat's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Let's go nuts.
There's also another great moment none of us have mentioned yet is when Wolverine is like dialoguing and he says that line, Scott wanted me to wear this uniform for a long time. Like,
Storm. He goes
Storm
through him,
and like just to hear him just reference Scott, I thought
So that probably means whatever world this Wolverine's from, they probably worn their costumes. Like the Scott probably wore the blue, Storm probably wore the
red. It's
blue.
probably a variation on the Fox universe. It's not the exact same one, but it's a variation on it.
It's a delicate blend of the Fox animated universe and the Fox live action universe.
Yeah.
And I'm totally okay with that.
And they've been
just
building up to it since Multiverse of Madness. It's been obvious from...
All I asked for with this costume looks great. Make the mask look good, please.
Yeah, you know what I'm shocked
I don't think the mask is not much... The mask isn't going to have much time at all, I don't think.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I guess the mask probably isn't in the movie very much because they have not been marketing the mask at all. They haven't even because we know he's going to wear it, but they won't show it.
Maybe just a shock value, right? Like for the movie, we want to see it.
Or maybe it's like the big thing where he puts the mask on or something. I don't know.
Yeah, people will gasp, and cheer it. They'll do that for the whole movie. I guarantee you, if you go to a full crowd movie, you could probably hear a lot of people cheering because you get the cameos and all that. Some is probably. Probably.
I haven't decided what. I mean, I want to see it in 3D, but my options are open. Literally every format it can choose. So
I'm gonna try and see it in IMAX if I can. We'll see though. It's just my issue with going to IMAX is I can never tell if it's like the real IMAX or if it's that fake IMAX that they say is IMAX, but they don't actually show it in IMAX. And you still pay the same amount of money for it because the theater's lazy.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you're gonna say anything for some time.
There aren't very many real IMAX theaters.
Yeah, that's what I'm
called
saying.
IMAX.
I want to pay the
anymore.
and not really get a true IMAX experience, you know.
I love mine. I thought I was going to lose mine. Mine was flooded in 2010, and it took 2 years for it to open back up. But thank God it opened back up. Oh yeah, I showed you that picture of the mall.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, the IMAX that mall was shut down for 2 years, man. And I hope it never happens again.
No.
But that's the
It's like really cool again, getting more of to
last summer. We had the 70 millimeter IMAX. So Christopher Nolan paid for the projector at himself, so they could show it at the Regal IMAX here in Nashville. And then when it broke down, he paid for the repairs.
Oh wow!
Himself, like it's pretty crazy.
He could open up his own theater.
Well, they had to build a whole new, the way that they literally had to build a whole new, like housing for it. It was hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of upgrades before they could even show it. And he paid for it. You don't have too many filmmakers like that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Sandra getting more of the world and all that kind of stuff. I mean, and of course, throwing in that there's going to be a lot of heavy action. You know what? I'm starting to believe.
What are you starting to believe?
That there's a fundamental operating theory I had that might be wrong. I have really felt as deep and as wonderful and maybe emotional this movie could be. I've always said, I don't think it's going to have any real implications to the MCU as a whole, though. Like, I don't think we're going to see like something that shifts
we know now
in the MCU.
Kevin Feige came out and talked about that.
Well, that interview was weird though because people were taking that quote and like paraphrasing it in a weird way. Because the interviewer said, "Well, if Infinity War's a 9 and Endgame's a 10, what's Deadpool?" And then he's like, "Really? Infinity War's a 9? I'd say that's a 10." And he's like, "I guess if we're going by your estimates, I guess we'd say Deadpool's an 8."
Way to sell it, Kev.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of funny.
No, it was not. It's not in terms of the quality of the movie. They were talking about in terms of
the implications of the MCU. Yeah. In terms of like if Infinity War was like a 10 out of 10 in terms of impact to the MCU and Endgame was like a 9 or whatever he said, then what would you say?
Actually, Kevin Feige's right. Why isn't Infinity War a 10? That had me.
I don't understand. I don't know, man.
Well, the interviewer asked a weird question. It's like
no, I know, but just all this fucking talk is just.
Well,
it was.
I mean, let's be brutally honest. Most of these press junkets are a waste of time.
I think the question is a good question because this whole marketing has been about Wolverine and Deadpool being in the MCU. So you have to wonder, like,
if this movie has implications to the wider narrative, they're not saying it until you see the movie because it wants to.
He's just saying words. He doesn't. What he said. He's not saying anything that means anything. He's like an emotionless cipher for promotion. Right, so he's got to they ask him a question, and then the first words that come to his head.
He shouldn't even say at Comic-Con if he takes credits. He shouldn't even say that. Shouldn't say stuff at the Comic-Con. He should wait till this movie has about a month.
But
Well, I mean,
still-
him saying it's an 8 is marketing because that
Well,
means
no,
there is implications.
yeah, an 8 in terms of how it's going to impact the MCU.
Yeah.
Again, all of it is completely arbitrary because, from my viewpoint, is every single project you can't quantify how much. You know what? You see what I'm saying? It's like bullshit talk. It's
yeah.
I don't know. I
like
feel like
beyond shooting the breeze. You
they
know?
still. I mean, in the movies themselves, if you're going off of that ranking, then yeah, I mean, there's going to be some movies that are going to be talked about in other movies, while other movies will just be ignored for the most part because it's just a contained story. I mean, this could be one of those movies, but
it's just
not. It's
like
clearly not.
To me, I look at it as it's just the interviewer asking for an arbitrary number in terms of how hyped is this movie going to be and how much it's going to impact the universe. It's just like when you attach a number to it. Well, what does that number mean? Like, what does that number mean to him? What does an 8 mean to Kevin Feige? I don't know.
Well, I think
everything should be 10 out of 10. Everything should be 10 out of 10. This is.
I mean,
you have why isn't he saying you have to see this movie?
Well, yeah, that doesn't really make sense though. Why would every single movie have endgame consequence? That would kind of.
I'm not saying it has to, but he should be selling it like it does. That's just that to me that reeks of
you expect that
poor salesmanship. You know,
if he's selling like that, then every movie going forward.
I feel like him saying an 8. That's a pretty big deal because that means there's something in this movie that does change the MCU in a significant way. It's just not going to be Endgame level where Endgame everybody got snapped and that reframed the universe. Where now everybody there's like a post snap. No, I'm talking about people getting snapped. Those two movies, everybody got snapped, and that changed everybody's lives in the MCU.
Yeah.
So if this movie is just like 2 points below those movies, that means I think maybe we are going to see these characters be integrated into the MCU, but it just won't be. Maybe the Avengers don't know it. Like maybe that's why it's an 8.
Be careful to say MCU. It's actually a 6.16 first, maybe.
Even that's
again, it's all
stupid.
It's all arbitrary to me. I think it's going to have as much, if not more. I'm not going to put a number on it. Officially introducing the X-Men to the Marvel Cinematic Universe is a big deal. Is an Endgame level, But again, it's not something I would put a number on. It's just a big deal.
Right.
Don't like the rank.
One of somebody.
I don't like. I'm not John. I don't do lists, Campea, and then proceed to give you a list.
Well, if that was the case, then why wasn't the Marvels as like that post-credit scene wasn't really talked about as much? Like that should have been a way.
It's because that post-credit scene is a bigger deal than people realize, but no one talks about it for whatever reason.
They're just like, oh, it's a cameo, but no, that means
how many post-credit scenes ever really, they're just kind of, oh, hey, look, it's a giant ant playing drums, neat.
Well, I feel like before there was some, weight to them. Like the post-credit in Winter Soldier that teased
if they have
Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
Sometimes Marvel sometimes has 1, and sometimes have 2. If it's 2, one's can be a joke, a funny kind of thing,
and one's a serious one.
Yeah.
If they have one, it's a serious thing.
But it's just recently the post-credit scenes have gone nowhere. Like
mostly,
the whole Blade and Black Knight. That's like it seems like that's not even going to go anywhere.
Yeah, where's it going to go? Because people are like, okay,
we don't even know what
the
Black
DCU
Knight
has.
We just know Blade's in MCU. We just heard his voice.
I hope the DCU has pre-opening credit scenes.
Yeah.
Pre-opening credit scenes.
Yeah, pre-opening credit. Yeah.
Pre-opening credit scenes.
Well, I was gonna say one of the more interesting things is somebody asked him. It's like, hey, are we finally going to find? We've been asking this forever. It's like, are we finally going to find out who bought Avengers Tower? He's like, yeah, you're going to find out in something coming out within the next year.
I don't believe that. he says that all the time.
Well, you'll
find out in Thunderbolts, I think. He
gave a time frame, said within the next year you'll find out who bought Avengers Tower.
Then I'm still going to guess it's Oscorp. Because if it isn't Thunderbolts,
I thought maybe it would be Kingpin or Mephisto.
It's Valeria.
It's gonna be Val. Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
It's,
That's
That's
uh,
lame as hell.
Well, I don't think
Julia
it'll be Kingpin. Why would they sell it to
Julia
Kingpin?
Louis Dreyfus bought
I was
Avengers.
I was hoping it'd be Wilson Fisk or something, man. That would
No,
look
I'm pretty sure it's whatever.
I was hoping it was gonna be Batman, Bruce Wayne.
Or hell, have it be bought by freaking Reed Richards, the Future Foundation or something. Make that the new headquarters, like the
I
new
was hoping it was
Batman.
gonna be. I was hoping
They're gonna have to wait a long time before they even do
Hey,
it.
I was
I
hoping.
don't know. It's just like you said.
Yeah,
That plot
Valentina.
point.
Valentina.
I was
That's
hoping-
hilarious. You know,
I was hoping it was gonna be Batman, guys.
Valentina.
Which it's just gonna be Dark Avengers Tower. That's so fucking
Yeah, probably. I was hoping it was gonna be Batman. We know Batman's in the MCU. They mentioned it in the Guardians special. Superman too, and we know Loki is in the past DC.
I really wanted it to be Oscorp. I mean, just
The thing
Yeah,
is, I don't think.
but the thing is, though, would Sony let them do that? And that's the other question too. You know.
well, I think
Yeah, I don't think Sony.
Why not?
I think Norman Osborn's one of those characters that exists in that nebulous area that Marvel could probably get away with using
You think it'd be
outside of televised animation.
You think it won't be Willem Dafoe, right? It'd be a different actor.
It's
No,
not
it
gonna be
wouldn't be
Willem
Willem
Dafoe.
Oh,
I don't think this Norman Osborn is gonna be a Green Goblin at all. It doesn't really make sense.
Well, let me ask. I wanted to ask you guys.
Technically,
This. I wanted to ask you guys this though. So
Once we find out who is voicing him in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, that should give us some clue as to where they're going to go with it.
I honest to God thought when we saw the artwork for Friendly Neighborhood, I honest to God thought it was going to be Giancarlo as Norman Osborn.
I still do, but it obviously isn't. So.
Well, maybe that was the plan at one point. Now it's changed. Because, like, you look at that character design, I'm sorry, that looks like Giancarlo. It looks like
It looks exactly like him, yeah.
Well, because he's been playing a lot of animated characters like that, so
I'm tired of seeing him play like I need him to get back
everything. Okay, like he's never
to be something besides a variation of Gustavo Fring. Like, can you play someone who smiles, like and has fun?
He's like the least pickiest actor in the world. He's willing to do anything.
Yeah, he pretty much plays the exact same characters.
Yeah, he didn't used to be that way. He used to have like a comedic streak and be funny and.
Yeah, but it's just because of Breaking Bad, like you
said.
said.
He said he wants to play a good guy, but in Marvel, he's not playing a good guy.
Well, we don't even know. Yeah, we still don't even know he's playing.
Yeah.
So,
I think he's playing
a morally ambiguous character.
Jake Fury.
I just remember last year I talked to Marvel about playing possibly.
Some people think he's playing. Who's the General Fontaine? Is it Fontaine? He's a Hulk character.
It could make sense. I mean, it is Hulk.
What if he is playing Norman Osborn? Just Norman Osborn wields a gun now.
It could be. What if it was Hobgoblin? Hobgoblin was in the military at one point. Daisha McIndoe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that. So next weekend's Comic-Con, and like I'm like 90% sure they're gonna talk about the Avengers.
Yeah.
What?
I'm not 90%. I'm like 98%.
Well, I was gonna ask though, like,
I think it's 100%.
It is 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? What did I miss? What's 100%?
Avengers. They're gonna talk about Avengers.
Well, no. What I was gonna ask though is, what do you guys think Avengers 5 is gonna be? Like, are they gonna
me and Aaron think it's gonna be X-Men, Avengers versus X-Men, and they're gonna have the Fox X-Men fight.
Well, hold on though. Isn't Secret Wars the idea that's the crossover fight movie?
Not really, because that's just Battle World.
There could be someone manipulating the X-Men.
It could be like they could still lead into it and say, the Fox X-Men are from a different universe, or maybe they could do the incursion thing where their universe isn't colliding into the MCU.
Here's the thing: if they announce next Saturday that Joe and Anthony Russo with Marcus and McFeely are going to write and direct Avengers versus X-Men, I mean, that's going to be a big pretty deal. Hype. I mean, that will be pretty hype. I don't know it's going to be a good movie, but it's going to be like that. In that moment, it's going to be hype.
They just can't call. They
are so far ahead of themselves. Anything like that would be biting off more than they can
can't call it. They just can't call it Avengers versus X-Men. That's just because Avengers versus X-Men.
This is my hot take, okay? I feel like they need to do a smaller scale Avengers movie before.
Kevin Feige kind of mentioned that though. He said they might.
Yeah, they can't spend. You know how much
They can't
money?
do that, though.
Seriously,
Yeah. What's the
that's
point of
like
doing
a
that?
that's like a $700-800 million movie. Come on.
If they were going to do that, they would have done that a long time ago.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, it's like, okay, maybe smaller scale is the wrong word to use, but don't do a multiverse story right away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You want to do like a Age of Ultron.
Float around was like, do like Avengers World War Hulk, like a movie to set up the team and then leads into the
Yeah,
he said
that's that you kind of should have done that before.
Yeah, I think multiverse is.
He said in an interview
because
from
the issue is that we don't know who the Avengers are currently. Like, what?
I think we are going to know.
Sure, we do.
America.
Daredevil, Moon Knight, Shang-Chi,
He
Captain
said-
Marvel, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk.
He also said in an interview that not everybody that's been introduced in these past phases.
Yeah, they're not
gonna.
Yeah, he says like they're going to be pretty selective with who they choose to bring to the Avengers. Like, it's going to be like the most important characters, pretty much, or like the characters that make the most amount of sense.
Yes.
So that tells me that they're going to be
Wonder
like
Man.
Pretty much the West Coast Avengers lineup.
Yeah,
That's what it's
exactly.
gonna be.
Vision, Wanda.
Yeah, like all the characters that are important are the West Coast.
Because they already, what was it? Which movie did they already move them to the West Coast?
None movie.
What movie?
None of them have moved on the West Coast yet.
Yeah, none of them.
What there was a movie where they mentioned moving to San Francisco, don't they? Or somebody, because Shang-Chi's in San Francisco.
In Shang-Chi.
No, they introduced some of the characters to live on the West Coast.
Captain Marvel's in San Francisco. Wonder Man is in San Francisco.
No, Wonder Man's L.A.
Well,
but believe he's a San Francisco transplant.
Well, wasn't the rumor about Captain America was that part of that movie was going to be about Thunderbolt Ross and Sam Wilson colliding in terms of what to do about the Avengers?
Yes, we talked about that. There's in the trailer. I mean, John Campea. We said this the last time we talked about John Campea. He said that there's a line in the trailer that talks about Captain America, but in the trailer that they showed at CinemaCon, yeah, they were talking about the Avengers. So that movie is about what they're gonna do
unless they changed it in the reshoots.
I highly doubt that. Because this movie is the thing is.
I mean, listen.
This movie is going to tie into Thunderbolts, right?
If they're smart, Captain America should set up Thunderbolts, and it should lead into Avengers. Like, you should have Sam Wilson form the new Avengers.
I mean, if you have a Red Hulk in the movie and a Captain America movie, then it's 100% going to be about the Avengers.
Yeah,
well, you wouldn't have Red Hulk there if you weren't going to be.
I mean, maybe the third act is Sam Wilson gets the Avengers to take out Red Hulk, and you have She-Hulk or something. I mean, listen, if I see She-Hulk versus Red Hulk, I mean, that'd be cool. I'd be down for that.
What if Betty Ross ends up becoming Red She-Hulk?
I don't know about that.
Well, she's in the movie. We just know Betty Ross is in the movie.
I don't know.
That's
way
too
I don't think
much.
they do either.
I know. I'm just takes out her father.
Any kind of.
Honestly, Betty Ross as Red She-Hulk is just never.
Here's the thing. RJ Bubba could put what if Mark Ruffalo comes back at the end as a surprise and helps Sam Wilson take down Red Hulk because
I mean, that'd be a pretty cool surprise to the movie for sure.
Yeah.
Who really even knows what the Hulk is?
But that was my point though. Like, I feel like they should either they should or they should have done an Avengers movie to establish the team and do a Age of Ultron style Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that was a team. The original Avengers was a team of 5 or 6, and the Age of Ultron.
But they didn't. The thing is, the reason why they didn't do that is because they said they didn't want to water down the brand.
Yeah, they only want to make Avengers movies when it's something special. But I'm like,
right.
I get that, but you could have done one. I like the idea of doing one Avengers movie to end a phase. I like that idea. You have Avengers movies to end each phase of the MCU.
Agreed.
Well, they should have had the Avengers show up at the ending of a phase, whatever movie it was. The Avengers should have showed up in.
So for phase 4,
phase
it was
4.
Ever.
Yeah, why wasn't the Avengers at the funeral? Never explained. That's another weird shit that.
Oh, the Black Panther funeral.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
good
they
point.
should have been there. Yeah,
Yeah, it was like
or at least somebody should have been there to represent the Avengers.
they're terrible friends. They're terrible friends.
Yeah, like what did they think? He was gonna come back again?
So when he says he wants to set everyone's expectations, does that mean that he wants to temper everyone's
That sounds like it was a
expectations
temper.
Yes. Yeah.
For what? Wait, what do you mean? For what?
for everything? Kevin Feige said that expect the panel. So why I've been saying expect some hotter news to come out of. He's doing a Marvel fanfare panel with Marvel Comics editor in chief CB Cebulski.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's on Saturday.
Yeah, it's on
Friday.
Yeah, Friday. And
This Marvel Studios is Saturday.
Yeah, I've been
I
keeping
think-
an eye on that because nobody's talking about it in terms
Nope.
of predictions. But yeah, it is.
there's not
They're
nobody's.
expanding. You think they're expanding MCU into the comics?
I'm not saying anything.
I don't know. I
Well-
feel like they keep the comics separate.
Well, the thing is, I
Well,
mean,
you
they
might
could
think that.
technically, they could. There's room to do that. I mean, I think the Ultimate Comics just set a precedent where they're like, oh, maybe we could have another universe again. That's just totally separate.
I mean, I don't know. If you're gonna have Kevin Feige there, it's probably a pretty big announcement for the comics division.
I mean, he is the president of Marvel Comics. It's
Yeah, I mean he's in charge.
Yeah, he's not just Marvel Studios anymore.
Yeah, he's like all of Marvel is under Feige now. All of it.
Marvel Entertainment.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it's one reason the quality for the Marvel Studios is down because there's so much to do.
Yeah, that's part of it. He isn't it like he's got more on his plate than he's
Yeah. Yeah.
That's 100% part of it.
It's-
But we'll see. I mean, I hope that whatever comic book announcement he's there to make, it's not a complete disaster. You know,
Yeah.
I hope it's something that will not interfere with whatever they got going on because I like the Ultimate Universe. I don't want that to get touched or desecrated. You know, it's selling super well.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's no way they're gonna get rid of it or do some.
Well, what I'm saying is,
Fuck
I just
shit.
hope that whatever they announce together, it's not something that's gonna like completely uproot the comic book department. you know?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. They've been talking about a reboot. Like the editor recently came down and said they're not against a
Oh
reboot.
God, what if it's a Marvel reboot, but it's gonna be connected to the MCU?
That's
Hey,
what
guys,
Degrassi
hey,
was
guys,
telling us one day.
Because like, as far as I'm aware, the mainline Marvel universe has never been rebooted before, has it?
Yes, it's never been rebooted.
It's never been rebooted.
No,
And not in terms of what DC does. No, it's never been rebooted.
Like they never got-
no, but they've always been on this sliding, like it's kind of, yes and no. They've never had like a crisis where, like but they kind of
DC,
have.
I feel like every 5 years DC reboots. Marvel doesn't.
Marvel does
just
too, kind of
relaunch
even
it.
sometimes, and even.
Well,
less
the
time.
the biggest quote unquote reboot they did was with the 2015 Secret Wars, but that was merging some stuff from the Ultimate Universe
Yeah.
with the mainline universe by bringing Miles in.
Yeah, it's not that they haven't done it; it's just they haven't done it quite the same.
Yeah, like the way they do it, it's not really like, hey, let's do a crisis event where like we merge all these universes together and just like get rid of
Or
a
a
bunch
new
of stuff.
52. They never
Yeah, or
did.
New 52. Yeah, or Rebirth.
They just do
They did. I mean, they did
relaunches.
Heroes. They did
Yeah,
Heroes,
Heroes
Reborn,
Reborn.
and
then they
they've
came
done it
back.
all before.
Oh,
You know.
well, I'm just
But
saying.
with Heroes Reborn, it was like the main characters were wiped out, and then they had like these new characters who filled the role, and then everything just
And,
went back to normal.
But when they came back, there was a bit of a hard
they
reset too.
Yeah, they relaunched.
When
with
when
all these
Busiek
weird
and it was
designs
Kurt
and shit.
Busiek and Sean Chen did Iron Man, and it was Busiek and Perez on Avengers, and
Yeah, I'm just
Alan
hoping that
Davis
if they
and
are
Scott
doing
Lobdell on
like
FF.
if they are
And-
doing a complete like reboot across the mainline universe, like don't make it to be where it's like, hey, we're rebooting this. It's going to tie to the MCU. Don't
I think
do that, please.
I think there's a high possibility they're going to do something with the MCU. I don't think they would tie it in directly, but I think they might
Because
make.
comics are already influenced by the MCU. So like, what else are you going to do? You know, like how much more influence can you get?
Well,
They just make everyone in the comics look like they do in the movies, and
well, I mean, they already do that, right?
They already kind of do that. Yeah.
nah, I mean,
Well,
like the only other analogy I can think of when DC was publishing Star Trek in the 80s. So DC started publishing Star Trek in 83, 84, between Star Trek 2 and Star Trek 3, right? So DC's first issue of Star Trek picked up immediately after Star Trek 2, right? And then so it went on for a year or two or whatever. And then when and they built their own continuity in between these movies. So when Star Trek 4 came out, the comic had to reset so it dovetailed into the next movie. DC had their own little like pocket Star Trek universe that took place in between each movie, even though the movies, when you went to see them, were 4, 5, and 6 were all, or 3, 4, and 5 were, 2, 3, and 4 were all kind of like their mini trilogy in the series.
Right.
Between those films, the comics told a whole story that by the time the next movie came along, that book had reset to a point where in the story, it was where the next movie began, right? And that's really the only way I can describe what I think is going on, is that they're building a new comics continuity within the movie's continuity.
I mean, that would make a lot of sense. I mean, the thing is,
that
Marvel, I feel like
that sounds so complicated though, because like, how are you going to have supervision of, hey, we're going to build comics that are connected to the MCU?
or they just said they just said that most of the stuff is, I mean, it's going to be loosely connected.
Yeah, but like, what does it even mean though? Like,
just like how Star Wars comics have been forever. When the people in the comics, tell their stories, but then the continuity of the movies and the TV shows supersedes it. So whatever was once canon is now legends. It's the same bullshit over and over and over again, just a different franchise.
see, that's what I mean though. Like, they're gonna, like, the way the marketing is gonna go is like, oh, these comics are super important to the movies, guys. You're gonna see Spider-Man and Tom Holland do some adventures. Then like when the movie comes out, it's gonna like retcon that immediately. It's like, well, it didn't really matter when I read that. I don't know. I mean, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. I'm not sure I like that idea. That's where they're going with that.
Well, I mean, that's why they'll have different lines. They'll have the Ultimate line, and then they'll probably still keep the 616 comic line.
You would hope so. We don't know that for sure, though. I mean, they could get like
I think they will.
I don't know. I don't know how Marvel's like.
Why wouldn't they?
It's experience what the sales are like, but I can tell you based on experience that they're in the shitter.
They're still doing a lot better than DC. So like
overall, but the store to store, like
I really don't think
2-to-1
Marvel
2-to-1, we're selling two for every one Marvel, 2 DC for every one Marvel.
I really don't think Marvel is ever gonna go away.
I mean, comics across the board, like they're not. It's not as dire as like some chuds would tell you it is, but like it's not great either. I mean, they're doing what they can. I mean, there's
like they
keep there was a 20 to 25% drop predicted. It dropped less than 7. Overall, like store to store sales are actually like up, and bookstore sales are up.
I know how you feel about it, Wolverine, but
yeah, it's not doing as horrible as some people are claiming it is.
Yeah, no, not at all.
I mean, it's been been the same. I think they said last year it was like 7% down in terms of sales, but
yeah, in the face of a predicted quarter, like an entire quarter.
I really highly doubt Marvel is going to ever get rid of the comics, even if it's doing really bad, because we said this multiple times. It's the comics are just there so then they can.
Hello, what happened? Oh. No, yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
they would never get rid of the comics, but what they could, what they would do is license them out to another publisher. They already do this with Star Wars and some. They already do it with Marvel and like the Disney books and stuff. So licensing out the entire, it's something that's been considered by Marvel and DC for a very long time, is licensing publishing out to another publisher. And we're probably closer to it now than we ever have been for both of them. Where the Disney would retain all the copyrights and trademarks and manage the IP, but someone like Image or Dark Horse would publish, IDW would publish the comics.
Really interesting, right? What's going to be really interesting, in my opinion, is what is going to happen when some of these characters start potentially. I say the word potentially because they may not. But what's going to happen when some of these characters potentially hit the public domain?
These characters will never get to public domain.
And again, you're only talking about one.
They said how Superman is going to come to public domain. It's not going to be the Superman that we all know now.
Yeah, and Batman wouldn't be either.
Yeah,
it's again with the Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie situation. You're talking about one single specific version of Superman, not the overall.
Right. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They don't care. Overall, it will just help them sell more shit.
And Marvel characters are still a very long way out.
Yeah,
Marvel, but yeah,
it's like what, another. So Superman goes into public domain when?
10 years from now.
2035, I think.
Let me see.
But who doesn't go into public? John Byrne's Superman doesn't go into public domain. Absolute Superman is public domain in
2034, and Batman is 35.
Okay, so we're still a while away from this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good point. I mean, you have John Byrne Superman, you got New 52 Superman, you got
you don't.
Or you can do Superman Birthright Superman, that origin story.
It's kind of like how the whole deal with Superboy,
Well, that's probably why they keep doing origin stories. So they can copy
DC. No, it's not because they're big enough companies that they can pretty much do whatever they want, man. That's just the truth.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys.
DC doesn't own Wonder Woman 100%.
No.
Part of William Moulton Marston's estate still controls. They licensed that character to DC.
Oh my god! I'm sorry. I just created something that's pretty funny.
Well, next weekend's going to be interesting with Comic-Con. I'll be curious to see what gets announced and all the good stuff with that. It should be a good weekend.
Yeah, cool. I wonder that too, Anthony. Why does Marvel and DC keep teasing a crossover, but they don't do it? That's annoying.
Comic books or movies?
No, in the comics,
they're doing it.
Yeah, they're probably going to do another comic.
They've been saying that for the last 5 years.
I mean, dude, they just recently republished the.
No, they're not out yet. They won't be out. They're getting pushed back. They won't be out till October now, probably.
Yeah, but I'm still saying they still are republishing them in a big collection.
Right. There's two new Omnibuy coming out. The DC versus Marvel Classic crossover collection,
right?
And then the DC versus Marvel /Amalgam omnibus.
Yeah, so if they're doing that, if they're reprinting those and republishing them, something's probably going on behind the scenes.
And JLA Avengers will get its own reprint soon, and there are new stories. Yes, it's all happening.
You want to see something funny?
Who's ready for Scarlet Harley?
Oh
man,
you want to see something funny? Funny?
What?
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
Nightmare fuel.
It's an AI. Somebody just sent me that.
What is
Vigo?
that?
Vigo. How do I get rid of this picture? How do I get rid of this?
What was it?
Okay, man.
There's a DC versus Marvel Fortnite comic.
Will Marvel ever bring back? Hold on, what was that universe called?
New universe.
The new universe, yeah.
They have
the new universe. That's just a stupid name. Give it a name.
It's just called the new universe.
They have. They brought back the new universe characters multiple times.
Well, I mean, I know what's it called?
And they've integrated them into the greater MCU.
Yeah,
Warren Ellis had a book called New Universal.
Yeah, like when is Star Brand ever gonna appear in the MCU? That's something I've always wondered.
And if like that would definitely be like a Guardians of the Galaxy type deal.
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
I
even
always
then, that's
thought that
kind of like
character
Peter
was gonna be
Quill's. That's kind of like Peter Quill, almost like Peter Quill's story, kind of.
Yeah.
You know,
besides the whole power shit, but yeah.
What else was there? The Pit. Man, DP7. I remember when those books came out, Blinded. It was a big deal.
Yeah.
But then it just shit the bed, and it shit the bed hard.
I kind of want to see them because I was like watching a video about it, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of interesting. Like the whole sci-fi superhero.
Yeah, it was a novel approach. Get their top creators coming up with brand new concepts. A shared universe of wild new science fiction kind of based superhero type thing. Yeah, it was like on paper, like everything leading up to it. And
that's where I kind of want to see. I mean, I think it probably wouldn't work out, but just like a new universe with like different characters or like introduce new characters, because for a good amount of time, Marvel and DC has not done that. They just like
I want a long shot TV show or a long shot long shot
I will
cartoon.
say, I will say I feel like DC has done a better job introducing new characters because what they had Punchline a couple years ago.
But that's not what I'm talking about though. That character is associated with Batman, right? Like I'm talking about a character that's not associated or a spin-off character.
Oh, you're talking well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, like a totally new stuff. I think like there's one Marvel came out with like 8 years ago. I don't know if anybody remembers this character. Damn, I think it was. Let me see. Hold on. Was it Mozak? Let me see.
Oh no, there's just way too much. I've got exclusives that are coming out next weekend already on their way to me, which is nice.
Oh yeah, man. Well, guys, we've been doing it for 3 hours. It's time to end it. It's been a long night. Well, actually, yeah, it's three
Here's
hours.
something to consider with all the stuff that's going on with HBO and Warner Brothers right now.
Yeah, well, we're gonna end it.
They control half of the MGM library. Warner Brothers controls the post or the pre-1986 MGM library, right? And then MGM controls the post-1986 library. But currently, MGM Plus has added The Philadelphia Story and High Society. Both were produced by MGM, but are owned by Warner Brothers thanks to Turner's purchase of MGM's library. But neither film is on Max. So Warner Brothers deprives its subscribers and burnishes a rival streaming service for a licensing fee.
Huh.
This is what's happening.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on.
You bet. Thanks for having me. You guys have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekends.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll play.
All right, see you guys.
See ya. I'll play SCA football
Peace.
tomorrow. Blinded, where can find you? Degrassi, same.
YouTube
Twitter.
threads.
All right. Yeah, Twitter. You can play SCA.
Yeah, Twitter at Real Degrassi K.
Nice.
Yeah. I just use Vigo. Is it Vigo? Vigo AI. Yes, I got a Daffy Team quote. Next 23, good burger. That should be a Deadpool movie. That would be so much better than that scene. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
AI is getting scary, man.
What?
So we're, people, even proponents of AI, discovering that, let's say popular content creator like Mr. Beast, right?
Oh yeah.
Sees that hundreds of his videos have been scraped and can all be identified in other people's videos with AI, right? So, yeah, what happens when a proponent of AI finds out that their content has been scraped and has been used and somebody else has profited off of it? Would they be proud or would they be mad?
Mad.
Well, yeah, it's going to be a big problem when the AI is ripping off of the AI.
Oh, that's already
Machines will go lure with each other.
it's already happening, Blinded. Where that when they say AI is getting dumber,
Yeah,
do you know why? That's why.
that's why. Yeah,
Um, AI ripping off other AI, right?
I
Yeah.
watched
Like
videos. Crazy.
superior AI ripping off inferior AI, and that inferior AI becoming part of the superior